Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Saturday night, so close to Christmas. I really do appreciate everyone who's decided to come watch. We're getting some people filed in right now. And if you haven't, noticed or just joining us for the first time on Roll of Roll, hello. This is going to be our second game. Actually, technically third because we redid Plague Stone, but this is our second game of Pathfinder, second edition, which we're going to be playing the first Paizo released AP, Age of Ashes, and this is session 0. We're going to get to know some people. We do got a couple of new faces and a few old ones as well, and especially in a couple of our players' case, so emphasis on old. But yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and just introduce ourselves for people who don't know who we are. If you're just joining us, I'm Cody. I'm the game master of this game and Plague Stone as well whenever that returns. And I'll be taking us through 10 years of adventure path. I assume that's how long Skull and Shackles took. It was about 10 years. And yeah, who's new on this? Who wants to introduce yourselves? Let's go down. Oh, let me look on. Let's go right below me. Actually, Chris, you're a new face.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris. I have been playing D&D for quite a while. Just this is the first time I've done it online.
Nice.
That's pretty much me.
Yeah. And yeah, what character do you play?
I will be playing Pick, the Goblin champion.
Nice, a Goblin champion. All right. We'll go with the next new player, Steven. No one's seen you yet.
Yeah, my name is Steven. I've been playing tabletop RPGs for a few years now. Dabbled in development, that kind of stuff. I'm going to be playing Kurtz Stonesinger. He is a dwarven barbarian. A dwarven bard. Falling into my old habits here.
Nice. So, and this is your first time, huh?
Yes, this is my first time streaming tabletop RPG. Yes.
Good. Well, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun. It's a very exciting thing to do. Yeah, I mean, that's really it for the new players. But John, if you've been watching our newest Plague Stone game, he is actually in that as well. He plays a goblin. But what do you play in this one, John? And introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm John. I am relatively new to streaming. Fall Plague Stone is my first streaming game. I've been playing D&D since second edition. Just got into Pathfinder with the new edition. I'm going to be playing Proshta, who is a elven wizard with an alchemist dedication, because I'm an ancient elf. I'm a little bit of a mad scientist elf. So I'm looking forward to doing some crazy stuff.
Oh, nice. Looking forward to that. And finally, next, returning with his face is Marshy. If you watched our Skull and Shackles game, Marshy played a couple of different characters. But go ahead and introduce yourself, Marshy.
Howdy, I'm Marshy, or Dan, if you want to call me by my actual name, which I'm the only one who doesn't have it up, so I'm so sorry. I've been part of it since Skull and Shackles, but we were just voices then in your head. But now I'm on camera. Hey, look at me. I'm playing BD Finsler, a halfling cleric of Serenray, who is going to be very fun. And by very fun, I mean legally frustrating. And yeah, hi.
Legally frustrating. That's an interesting way to put it. And of course, we can't forget about the man himself, Stream Daddy, James.
Stream Daddy, how nice. I am James, aka Rin, with Cody. I'm one of the founders here of Roll the Roll. I've been involved in many games, either as a player or as a game master, and we look forward to bringing you another year-long campaign.
Yes, we're very excited. I've been very, very excited to play Age of Ashes because, for one, just reading it, it's really cool. what they're going to be doing with the series. And Plague Stone is fun and everything, but it's a pretty like paint by numbers introduction to the Pathfinder second edition system. So it's not quite as story involved. It's more like, oh hey, let's go through this so we can test this. So let's do that so we can do this. So there's all sorts of different things, and it's a very simply written game, like adventure. But there's a lot of thought and a lot of detail in this. And from the adventure paths that I have read, I think this is one of my favorites that I've actually have taken a look at. So I'm really excited to see how each book plays out. But so yeah, I'm not. How does everyone else feel about Age of Ashes? Like, I mean, are we all excited for this?
Well, I own all the books as I get the Paizo subscriptions for everything, so I've tried to avoid it. So I'm going to come in completely blind. So I'm pretty excited.
I mean, you guys know the basics of what the player's handbook has given you guys.
Or the player's guide.
Guidebook, yeah, whatever.
I haven't read that in ages. Ages
of
of
Ashes. Wow, Marshy, look at you. Legally
already
frustrating.
starting off with a bang.
On fire.
Yes. But yeah, it's a really cool setting because my gosh, I need to actually look at the player's guide, make sure what it's actually told you guys. Yeah, I mean the game.
There's a big ass red dragon on the front. So
yes, that's the first actual encounter.
Oh, okay.
They don't pull punches in this.
Okay.
It's like you think goblins or rats or something. No. You're getting an adult red dragon, not a young red dragon, an adult.
Thank you
Problem
for
is the adult.
for the cheering bits there, Manic Pixie Girl. As far as alignment go, I believe I am chaotic good.
Ooh, yeah. What is everyone's alignment?
Huh?
Ooh, do we not remember?
I'm neutral good, but I use that more as a starting point, and sort of my character will fall into something eventually.
Lawful good.
Lawful good as well.
Oh.
Come from a very structured, rigid background in the Dwarven mines. So that's something that's really stuck with me.
So you're all about structure.
And
Very
here
much
comes
so.
Chris with chaotic evil somehow, even though he's a champion of Serenray.
Yeah, he's totally evil. He's really a champion as Modius. He's awful evil.
He is. It's terrible.
It's
He
fine.
faked us out.
It's fine. So yeah, it seems like we're all good. So
yeah. Any questions, really? I mean, I'll kind of explain to people what this is really about. Just kind of going off based what the player's guide kind of gives everybody. So this is going to take place in a town called Breachill. It is in Eisger, which is a Cheliax, like an annexation of Cheliax, the nation, which is a lawful evil country. But very military.
So is America, but
yeah, especially. Yeah, it's very militaristic, and of course, very big ties to devils and demons over there in Cheliax. But Eisger is a little bit of a different place. While it's still, of course, Cheliax and nature, it's a little bit more friendlier and quite not as lawful. I mean, not
It's
like
a bit more chillaxed.
exactly Cheliax. They're Cheliax. But yeah, so this is gonna be taking place in the town of Breachill, which is famous. Well, not really famous, but it's known for its call for heroes, right? So every month in Breachill, the city council does a big to-do. They call townsfolk to air out their grievances or needs for heroes, and they basically have the town petition for heroes, right? Heroes come from around the area and they say, hey, we're for hire. And the town's like, well, we need a good hero. And townsfolk are like, well, I need you to fix this problem. I need you to fix that. And so the actual government of the town will pay off the heroes instead of having the townsfolk use their own hard-earned coin.
The
So
subcontract out.
exactly, that's what they're doing, and the town is really bands together over it. And it's a pretty big deal every month, and it solves problems, brings boosts the economy with all the heroes and all the people coming around. So it's a pretty big deal. So and that's the basic of the starting of this journey. You're all heroes coming to heed the call for heroes, basically. So yeah, and please excuse my voice and stuff. I have been getting over being sick. I'm on all sorts of medication right now, but I feel really okay right now. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Is there any Pathfinder Second Edition questions any of you guys have, or anybody in chat?
I mean, I don't know anything, but I'm just gonna go along with it.
There's a discussion with Messiah 13 on in Twitch right now. We're talking about how levels work, and he's saying he just wants a dwarf fighter to feel different than a human fighter. And I think James just answered that. Trust us, they do play differently, and I think that's something you'll see with all of us having a different race here. There's so many choices in Pathfinder 2 versus like 5e. So if you guys are looking, especially watching from home, you're going to see a lot of cool little variations, especially because we're all a different race and different classes.
Yes.
There's a lot of variance here.
I mean, I'll go out on a limb and kind of explain it. Unlike other versions of Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder First Edition, not every dwarf starts with the same dwarven things.
Not all
They have
dwarfs
to
look
pick and
alike.
choose what they want, and then as you level, they can choose, level 1 things to continue that, or they can build upon what they've chosen before every 5 levels or so. So a human and a dwarf are totally different in that regard, and then 2 dwarves will be totally different too. Just one book? Yep, there's one CRB.
There are some other option books.
Yeah, there's a total of 4
Well,
books.
yeah, there's
out
Lost
already.
Omen, like World Guide and Character Guide. They're releasing stuff, and they are going to expand on the classes, and not the classes, but the ancestries. So there's a lot more to look forward to. There's already some new ones out too, but yeah, it's a brand new system. You got to remember, it's been released. It's only been out since August. It's been in playtest since last August before, but it's only been officially released for a few months now. So, and it still feels really well designed and like pretty smooth for me. Coming from Pathfinder, I'm used to it, but it was a harder system for me to kind of remember since it's a very rules mechanic heavy system. And while Pathfinder Second Edition still is, it's a lot more streamlined. I think James would probably agree with that.
It's less, my understanding, it's less trying to ape D&D 3.5 and more trying to build from it.
I would agree.
It's kind of my understanding.
That's a pretty agreeable sentence there, Stephen. I think this is the system they originally had envisioned, like that they probably really wanted to make, but they had already had the foundation of 3.5, so they just kind of built off of that. Yeah, so I really urge everyone to try it, check it out. Paizo has a lot of great stuff for Pathfinder First Edition, but Pathfinder Second Edition is now their baby. This is what going forward. This is what they're doing. So, we're getting a new adventure path in January, so I'm sure you'll see that here at one point. But that's for then. Actually, yeah. So that's for then. But I think now, how is everyone feeling? Are we all feeling ready to kind of jump into this? I know this is session 0, but like all of our characters are done. Is everyone?
I was wondering, let's before we jump in, maybe we can talk backstory.
Oh yes, of course.
Do the prep work to let us jump in, cannonball style.
Oh gosh, you're right, Doctor. You're correct. Well, then let's have you start. Talk to us about you. Let's hear about you.
Oh man, so I've gone through several iterations of what Prasha was going to be. Initially, Prasha was going to be a 16-year-old human who went off to like show his family of fighters and barbarians that just because he's weak and that his smarts can be good to become a hero in this call to heroes. Now I am envisioning Pasha as this Nethys worshiper who is this kind of mad scientist who's lived so long that it's kind of like take Rick from Rick and Morty, turn off the nihilism, and go more towards using knowledge for good, but kind of just like I've seen everything.
So is Prashta an older man?
Prashta is an ancient elf. Looks young, but has been through a lot of stuff. Kind of did not a lot with his life, and actually this, so why would an ancient elf only be a first level wizard, right? So he's done a little bit of everything. Kind of was, just spending his time doing sort of banal things, and all of his friends and loved ones have died that are non-elves, and he kind of is dissociated a little bit and kind of got an itch to do something with his life, and recently picked up his magical training, and and his worship of Nethys is getting stronger, so he's trying to learn as much as possible. He's like, oh, I'm going to live for a long time. I might as well use my time for good. So that's what, how I explain the alchemical dedication for him. So he's gonna, because hey, magic is knowledge, alchemy is knowledge. What can I do with that? But he's also kind of just a little dissociated from terrestrial concerns.
I see. So I mean, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes through this, what's about to come up. So, it's almost like he's trying to start a new life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reignite a fire for a living after, he's been around for so long. He's just kind of, it's a midlife crisis for an ancient elf.
Nice.
Sorry.
Yeah, good. Well, what about you, Chris? Let's hear about you.
Pick is a big boy. He's a part of the Cinder Seeker tribe, and they're a tribe that actually, in canon, worships Serenray, which is pretty cool. And he was sort of in line to take over for the current chiefess of the tribe, who's going a little bit blind because she keeps looking at the sun for too long.
No.
Nice.
So he was all ready to sort of take up the mantle once she retires. But he's been having some really, really freaky visions of fire. Not good fire, too much fire. Fire that hurts. He feels the pull in the direction towards Breachill, because he knows, doesn't know how, but he knows that somehow something bad's going to happen to Breachill, or to Icegare in general, and would like to help. He feels like that's his calling.
And so the call of heroes is almost prophetic.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Pick sounds like it's going to be an interesting character. Who wants to go next? Steven? Yeah, you're new. Let's talk about you.
Yeah, I can go. So Kurt is a stone dwarf. He comes from a line of stone singers, which essentially just means his parents, their parents before them, and so on and so forth. They were the ones that would keep the rhythm of the miners. Think of the guy at the head of the longboat with the drums, keeping the rhythm of the workers. They would keep the rhythm of the miners. And he's one of many, many, many children. And so as the years went on, they kind of realized there wasn't a vein for Kurtz to take over. So they kind of pushed him more. They saw that he was interested in the musical aspect of what they were doing more than the actual mining. So they kind of encouraged him to grow as an artist more than just, you could become a miner, or, you could maybe join the military. They're like, oh no, you have a knack for music. So they encouraged him to flourish as an artist. And so now he is finally leaving the mines and going out on his own to kind of prove himself as a man.
So he's just trying to make his own way rather than
Absolutely.
yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Coming out of the mountains with his drums.
Yep, and it's not like it's an issue of like, oh, this is bitter about the structure of his upbringing. It was very supportive. It wasn't necessarily like oh, you have to do things this way. They're like, oh, well, what we had planned isn't working out. Hey, let's pivot. And so he's still very, very attached to the dwarven ways, just because it's all he's ever really known, and he's never had a reason to go against them.
Good. I cannot wait to see how Kurz does in duty. Marshy.
All right. So BD Finsler, born to a baker and a champion of Serenray, was the weaker of two brothers, the older one, but the weaker one. As they kind of grew up, they were pretty close in age, but his brother kind of decided he was going to follow his mother and being a champion. He was then kind of destined to take over the bakery, but he kind of said, no, I still have this kind of like super strong faith. I want to do right by the goddess, but couldn't really hold up a shield so much. So instead he decided to take a different course into dealing with terrible people and trying to get them to I'm trying to think of the word repent for their wrongdoings. And so he decided to go into law, what all good people go into. So he became a lawyer and started living his life like that. He's born and raised in Breachill. But yeah, he's just been going through life trying to expand his BD Finsler attorney LLC into something a lot grander than just Breachill.
Oh, is his practice is it doing anything?
Oh yeah, it's decently successful in Breachill. It's a fairly popular law firm. Like you go there if you have legal trouble. But he wants to expand outwards. He wants to go across the world. He wants to adventure.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'll get that chance. And of course, finally, James, I guess you can introduce your character.
I guess.
Whatever, bro.
Jaren Dex is a human who was born in the distant nation of Bravoy or Rostland.
That's it. We're done. No kidding.
All right,
And
nice.
he was born to an Aldari sword lord there, who met an insanely roguish swindler type. And when they found out that she was pregnant and he was birthed there in that nation, they decided to move to a different area that was less politically vibrant, I should say, and wasn't about to have a civil war. So he kind of grew up here in Breachill until his mother and father mysteriously vanished, and he was orphaned. He was given by the council here in Breachill to Tink. Let me see if I get his name right. Crink Twiddleton, a halfling merchant who also has a smithy. And so Jaren grew up being sort of a smith's apprentice. And the girl that he's in love with has inherited quite the tavern and is beginning to look at men that have done things with their lives. And Jaren is not quite happy about that, so he's decided he will be an adventurer. And that's about it. Motivated by love.
Good. Well, you all have such diverse characters. And would BD...
If I'm thinking my guy is Rick, which one of you guys wants to be my Morty?
Marshy.
No,
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, elf, old ass elf. Oh, jeez, I'm so young and innocent. Oh, God.
I don't know about this.
I'm Pickle Prashta.
Oh, God. Oh, no. What if we started?
Yeah, while we're hammering out backstories and whatnot, Cody, do you remember what we had talked about with what I had requested about dwarven accents being Midwestern
I
accent. Are we
do
going with
remember that. Yeah,
Are
I
we sticking
mean
with that?
that is something we can do. We can definitely do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Oh
fine.
yeah.
Oh, hey,
yeah.
son.
Oh, hi, Dad. How's it going over there in those there mines?
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh, that's
This is going to
as you
get
do.
bad really quick.
it's so bad. Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, I mean, I live close enough to Minnesota to know it's fine.
Our modal charisma is a 3.
What?
Our modal, we have 3 people with charismas of +3.
Hmm.
Oh,
Man, we're a charismatic
We're
bunch.
we're all faces
Except me. I am the most unlikable sword here. It's fine.
Yeah, you really are.
with a +0. That's
Yep.
fine.
Hers is just really affable. He's just
Even our goblin
friendly
is a friendly goblin. Good old Gobbo Chris.
everyone's so happy-go-lucky.
That's it.
Thanks for the
So,
sub, Jennery.
wow, thank my goodness.
She's been here for a while, 8 months. Look at that.
Look at that. Yep.
Oh, I
She
should-
was in our Skull and Shackles game.
All right.
And she's a first. Look at that.
Thanks for pointing that out, Masio.
Well, I think. Are we all ready to get this shindig started?
Yeah. Let's
I've
go.
got no qualms.
But if you've noticed, Maceo, our party's not very strong.
That is very true.
No.
Yeah, it kind of balances out at like a -1, I think.
And that's okay. Who needs a frontline fighter?
I mean, between pick and curse, we've got something.
I mean, I'm sure Jaren uses finesse.
Whoa! You can't just
Dex-
go around accusing a guy of using finesse.
I
use finesse.
did.
Dex
Yeah.
is like
I'm
such
insulted.
the best stat ever.
Dex is not as powerful in this game as it
It's
is in
5e.
5e or Pathfinder 1, except for me. I found a way to make it powerful.
Ooh.
Because, of course, I did.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
Sorry,
Cody's opening up pages. Look how bright his face got.
don't
No,
you
I-
like straight up muscle patting yourself on the back there, James?
I was
Whoa,
looking
whoa. I am also a hefty hauler, thank you. So I'm pretty strong even with a low strength. Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually a good feat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, and no, I was looking at I realized I didn't have the interactive map because sometimes it's if I'm like on a place I need to be on a map. I like to have that up too. All sorts of things, a lot of things in motion.
Do you guys like my dashing mad scientist picture that I chose?
I like it.
I like the BD Finsler. That's a funny.
I literally looked up classy halfling.
And Gobos are my favorite. I was playing a monkey Gobbo in Fall Playing Stone. What you drinking there, Marshy?
Bolt Rock. It's something from Virginia.
Oh, it's
Are
from
you-
Virginia. Don't you?
Are you
Don't
in
worry
Virginia,
about it.
Virginia, or Northern Virginia?
I guess I feel like I've had this conversation. Virginia. I don't know, Norfolk. So
Yeah, real Virginia.
not Nova as they
Yeah.
call it. I don't know. I'm from New Jersey, so I'm
Okay.
just in school here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Why didn't we know he was from New Jersey? We could have kicked him
None
out
of
of the
those-
game years
He's
ago.
from Jersey.
Yeah, he's
What
from
I-
Jersey.
What exit?
What exit? Shit. Do I know?
You don't.
We're in Jersey.
Scotch Plains, Union County.
Okay. I grew up going to Wildwood on the coast.
Wildwood. Okay, so you're like south though, right?
Yeah, Wildwood is south. Yeah, I'm a Maryland guy. Where I grew up, but
So, Pathfinder does not have a specific Warforged. They wouldn't be able to call it that, obviously. That is Eberron and 5th edition. But they do have rules for constructs as ancestries. There just haven't been any official ones released yet. Although the Lachey has been released, and they are a plant-like.
They're really cool.
Leshy or Lachey?
I don't know, man. You know, tomato, tomato, sir.
Lachey sounds fancy.
Yeah.
Shay.
That's a bit French.
That was called James refocusing us on Pathfinder as opposed to Maryland and
New Jersey.
No,
Yeah.
it actually wasn't. That was just James answering a question in
I was
chat.
ready for him to go.
Uh,
So Pathfinder does not have a equivalent to New Jersey, so we can get off that topic.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
sure
waiting
there's
on- We're waiting on Cody there to.
Oh my God, Cody!
He's preparing session 0 during session 0 because
I'm letting you guys talk.
He's the worst game master ever.
I am the worst
Honestly.
game master of all time. But no, I mean, if we're fucking ready, guys, let's just do this.
If Cody needs more time, I would just love to see Chris draw a map of the U.S. and stereotype us based on location and see how accurate it is.
He's
Isn't it like movie stars, guns, and New York and Florida?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Florida man, is that it?
Am I getting started?
I guess it'll
you
balance out all the terrible Australian accents we do. So, oi, mate, rise of lights.
Well, I do know that Donald Trump is from New Jersey, so I'm afraid you've got
No,
his
he's
face
not.
now.
No,
He's from New York.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah,
I was
he's from
about
New
to
York.
start screaming. Hold on, don't you comfort my
Am
state?
I just
like
wrong?
that. I think so. I think
Oh,
it's just
okay.
New York. Yeah,
He's
'cause
known-
we-
Oh, hey, look. A rating party of 3. Thanks, Manipos Studios. We appreciate everybody
That's
you send
awesome.
us.
Chris will forgive you that transgression.
Please, new watchers, watch as Cody plans session 0 during session 0.
if we're ready, I'm ready to go. I was just looking up a nice version of like the Breachill map, but there really isn't. So
There is one loaded, I think.
no, there isn't. I couldn't find. I swore there was, which
It's
is
in
why
the
I
roll
was.
20.
Is it?
Isn't there one in the roll 20?
Yeah, because I looked. I was like, there isn't one.
James is gonna pull a mom, and Cody's like, I don't know where it is, and James is gonna walk in there 2 seconds. Here it is.
Did you look behind the orange juice, John?
It might
Did
not
you look
be
behind the
one.
orange juice?
No, because I can put one in there, but it's not going to have in the descriptions of where the town is, and that's like, I mean, I'll put it in there as a handout, but like it's not going to have any descriptions. That's what I was trying to look for because it for some reason won't let me take the text off of the map when I copy it from the PDF. And of course, nobody's done it loaded up into Google or anything. I couldn't find.
Yeah,
it.
no one did that, huh? I mean,
No one did that.
It's not like you had the opportunity to, but yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought there was one already in there, but I was wrong. It's
Uh-huh.
whatever. Look, I'm going to give it as a handout. We do have the Breachill and surrounding area. We don't have one of the actual town, but we do now.
Do we need a Breachill?
Well, I just thought it'd be cool to get like an idea of what the town looked
Oh,
like. You know what I
see, we
mean?
don't. Yeah.
So that is Breachill. And that is, oh, wow, is country territory out here.
Yes,
Yeah, it's definitely very backwater.
it very much is. Well, fucking whatever, guys.
So do I canonically talk like, well, howdy there. My name's B.D. Finsler, attorney at law.
Oh
Is
god.
that
Actually,
something
yes,
you want to
you
commit
do.
a whole year to?
What?
That is 100%
Yeah,
how
do-
you should talk.
Do you
Nah, I
want to
may
commit
just
to
be a
that?
simple small
No, God,
town
no.
country lawyer.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I just
But where I
like-
come from, rain doesn't fall sideways on Wednesdays.
Whatever. But I mean, yeah. Either way, I think we're ready because we don't necessarily need that at the moment. But yeah. So if we're ready, I think we can just kind of get this shit going, and we'll have a grand old time. I have everything I need loaded. So
Oh, Dan. What happened to Dan? Marshy?
Dan,
What happened to
Marshy,
me?
he knew I wanted to.
Did I
You know-
disappear?
Marshy down.
Marshy
What?
I have
down.
become Cody,
Shit.
and Marshy's become me.
Yeah, Marshy's camera
Oh my
got
God.
turned off. Oh, he knew I was going to start. He wasn't ready.
Oh dear, oh my!
I've become destroyer of worlds.
He just
I
turned
am
his-
become death.
Did he just turn his camera off?
Well, we have a second.
Hold
I'm gonna
on.
grab a mug.
The fuck? Okay.
Because he
did I-
turned his camera off, fellows, that means all the names are messed up. But that's okay, because we know how to fix that. when they
We
come
do.
back.
All right, here we go. Am I back?
Yes. But
Okay.
everyone has to turn their cameras off now, and we have to turn them on
Shit.
in a specific order, except for Chris and John. You guys can leave yours
Okay.
on.
No, I could take Cody's spot. I am the new GM now.
So Steven
Okay.
and Dan, turn your cameras off real quick.
All right.
Marshy, turn yours on.
Uh,
And then Steven.
Un momento.
Un momento. And finally, Cody, whom we thought was going to break things, but apparently
It
was
wasn't
Marshy.
me.
Yeah, it was
Not
Marshy.
this time.
my setup almost worked, and then it didn't. Tragic.
After years of us messing up cameras and having to redo things on the spot, we finally figured out a better system.
Yes, James figured out that he could just have them fucking turn off cameras and turn them back on in a certain order. It was all real clever.
Real classy. Real classy. Yeah, man, I'm
Alright.
ready to start. I'll give you the double thumbs up.
Okay, you're giving me a double thumbs up.
Yep.
Here, I got as best of a Breachill handout.
Oh my
as I could.
goodness.
Yeah, I'm stuck on this. And this is what you're getting.
Oh man.
So that is a werewolf. That's not Breachill. That's from where did that even save? Oh my god.
Worst GM ever. I told you
Oh,
guys.
I know. I'm literally the worst. Just delete whatever this is. Just get out of it. That was one of the fucking pirate council guys. That werewolf guy.
You wanna know the best part? Everyone knows that I asked him if he did everything he needed to do, and he said he had it. Here we are.
I had everything. I assumed. I thought there was.
You
but-
assumed, and that made an ass out of Ume, and that was not a nice thing to do to Ume.
All right, look. There's your fucking Breachill.
Yay.
No, that's a
That's-
mysterious note, sir.
Breachill.
Hey, the Wizard's Grace, down here, number 17. That's where my girlfriend works.
Perfect. All right, there you go. You guys all breathe. That's what the town looks like. So yeah, let's get this dang thing started. I think it's time. So
Orders and
now
bids, number 12. That's where I work.
oh yes. So now that everybody has the map, which is one of the reasons I want to give this to you guys, where do you guys want to kind of start out? Typically, traditionally, before the big call of heroes, would-be adventurers meet in the Wizard's Grace, which is a big tavern. They do some toasting or schmoozing of townsfolk. That's typically the tradition.
Well, I mean, that's where the girl of my dreams is, so I'll be there drinking.
Okay, so that's where you will be. That's where old Jaren's gonna be. Kurz, where you think you're gonna be? Oh fuck, hit my tree.
Sorry, I'm just getting the map pulled up. It's pulling up really small for me.
Worst player ever.
I know.
It's almost like you didn't set it up, Cody.
I did. Is it not set up?
Well,
Is it? Is
it's
it not?
debatable.
Marshy, listen.
Look, I'm just saying.
You familiar? Oh God.
Wait, do we not have a map of the Wizard's Grace? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, they don't need a map of the Wizard's Grace.
There's not a map for me to put my token on?
No,
Schmooze
there's
the locals?
there is no. This is all fucking theater of mine. I
theater of
deliberately did not choose a map for this because there is no needed map. I knew you would
Yeah,
ask
just
for
do.
one, but there's
So
no,
just to kind of verify with the what this all is, because like I said, this is coming up really small for some reason on my computer. But Reliant Book Company, is that a bookstore or like a publisher?
it's I believe it's a publisher.
Okay.
Let me double check that here on the old Breachill. All right. This is actually from the player's hand guide. What am I doing?
Otherwise, let's actually go ahead and pivot from what I was thinking to being at Tuskhead Stoneworking, probably talking with a contact from my mines.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really really dumb about what I was talking about. It's a bookstore that sells very rare and unique tomes.
Okay.
Buys and
Wait.
sells.
Okay. I'm going to say that, like I said, I'm at the stone at the stoneworker to, like I said, with speaking with contact that would have been given to me by my parents or someone else from the mine.
So you'd probably be speaking to the owner, Rorsk Axebane.
Rorsk Axebane.
Yeah, he's a dwarf just like you.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
right.
thanks for the follow.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Prashta, where are you gonna be?
Oh, I'll definitely be at the bookstore.
Oh, you're gonna be perusing.
Yeah, looking for any bits of knowledge, extra spells that I can put into my spell book, alchemical formulas.
Okay. Pick.
I'm at the pickled ear because they're delicious.
Oh, I mean, that is their specialty.
And I'm hoping they do serve them.
No, that's legitimately like they have jars of pickled ears.
Oh, so
Yeah, so it's a big thing.
Pick's got a room there, but he's actually hanging around the Wizard's Grace because he's seen heroes walking in and out of there, and he'd like to be one of the heroes. So he's actually trying to soak up some of the atmosphere.
Oh, perfect. I like that. Okay, cool. And of course, BD, where are you going to be?
I am near Breachill Archives and the town hall in my little office that's close by. It's right across the street. And I'm going through some case files. I got a case I'm about to represent.
Oh,
Gotta
okay.
be ready.
Nice. Have you done any of these call for heroes before? But you're like, I'm not a hero, but I am a lawyer.
No, you see, the thing is, I walk in and I try to suss out the ones that aren't looking like, heroes, and I try to get them to join the law firm. I try to say, hey, why don't you be a hero in another way?
Not all heroes wear capes.
That's right. Okay, perfect. Well, then I think let us get this started. We're gonna jump into here. Everyone is in the Wizard's Grace. It is a very popular tavern, especially this time of the month. It is hopping. Pretty much, I would say most of the townsfolk are kind of packed in here. Not most, but a good portion of them, because not only is the Call for Heroes something that is very useful and almost necessary to the town for many different reasons, but it's almost like a holiday, like a monthly thing. It gives the townsfolk reprieve from their jobs and stuff. They can go to the tavern, they can drink, they can schmooze with heroes, and hey, they might even have fancies to be heroes themselves one day. But because a lot of the heroes from the past in the local area are kind of like celebrities to like some of the kids and stuff like that. So we're going to be at the Wizard's Grace, of course, where we will find our good pal Jaren Dex and Pick. What are you guys doing in the Wizard's Grace?
I'm kind of like leaning on the bar, and I'm drinking an ale, but I'm looking at Trinnell, who is the bartender there, and my oldest, dearest friend, and I'm like, this month looks kind of sparse. Maybe I'm finally gonna go be a hero.
Yeah, I want to put this music on. And he's like, yeah, it's not quite as.
She.
Oh, it's right. She. It's like she. It's not quite as. I would say packed as it normally is this time around this time of the month. But we've seen in the past, not every month is a winner. And you think you fancy yourself as one of these heroes?
Gotta do something.
I guess it's better than sitting around here.
What do you know? Your grandfather gave you a tavern.
Well, at least I'm doing something. I think I do a pretty good job at the place. Yeah, no comeback to that one. I'm working hard. Who do you think gives all these heroes and townsfolk? I take their coin. I give them my special brew.
Well, why don't you special brew that goblin over there with a frog on his head?
What do you mean? She looks over to the goblin with the frog on his head. Hey, no frogs in here. Pick. What are you doing?
Pick is just chewing on a stick. Little legs are sort of he's sitting on a stool, not a bar stool, just a normal chair, but his feet are still sort of hanging a couple of inches off the ground. So he's just swinging his legs in the air, looking around, and doing some dental care because it's important to look after your teeth.
It is. Yeah, that's you're very mindful goblin. You hoping to set a trend with with other goblins? You know, dental care.
Yeah. Very important.
Yes. Of course, there are plenty of goblins around this area. Of course, goblins are now a more accepted race in Galarian, so you're not going to come across the typical side eyes or rowdy words or even sometimes violence that would have
No,
befallen.
goblins can be good too.
Absolutely, and you're to hear show that goblins can be good and hygienic. I like it. All right, so yeah, you guys are just drinking, but and just kind of enjoying yourself, getting ready for the big show later. Any townsfolk here trying to schmooze, trying to suss out what kind of issues might be presented today?
I'm sorry. Oh, that was to me. I thought we were talking.
No, I was talking to Chris.
Okay, good. I was.
Oh, my mistake. Could you repeat that, please?
I was just saying, were you trying to schmoozing the townsfolk to see if there's any kind of issues you might suss out to get a little bit of a, a sneak peek of what's to come?
Oh no, Pig's got no understanding of what's actually happening.
You're just there, just drinking.
He knows that there are going to be heroes, but he doesn't really know how the transaction works. Whether they're sort of asked as a group or whether they sort of, write on the little bits of paper that humans be using, or sort of what the procedure is.
He's just kind of there along for the ride.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Jaren, are you schmoozing? Because you probably know quite a few of these people.
I don't normally partake in the adventurer thing. I'm kind of new to this. So I will be looking for who I consider a master of local laws because I've never really looked into how this works. I assume there's someone close by who deals with bureaucracy and law.
Who? No, the other guy, right? Yeah.
Do I see anybody of that nature, Master Cody?
Well, I know. I mean, you may have heard of a small law firm that has opened up in near Town Hall. What's your practice called there again, BD Finsler?
It is Finsler Incorporated.
Finsler Incorporated. Yeah, so Finsler Incorporated, you've noticed it down near Town Hall. Like it's like crammed in a little small section of area.
God, that just sounds like a terrible place to go. Just opened.
Yeah.
Like, how would he know anything?
Oh wait, it wasn't just opened.
Oh, I mean,
I've been practicing law for a good while now.
Have you? Oh, okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been there. So yeah, so you know BD Finsler. You don't know how good of a lawyer he is. But
well, Trini, have you heard what petitions might happen today?
Nope.
God, it's gonna be another one of those clean rats out of the cellar thing, like happened 2 months ago. Remember that?
I remember that.
With the pickled ear?
Yeah, I do remember that. And as it turns out, it was only 2 rats. And one of them was a pet that escaped from some child.
I thought one of them was actually a dog.
I think I think that was a few months before that, when there was a really small malnourished dog.
I always said this town needs like what's it called? Like a sanitation department.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, that just kills rats.
Oh, yeah. They go around and just kind of, club rats, throw them in a bin, and go to the next place.
Yeah.
Then we can have a big rat cookout.
That's Gross.
It's just a joke. I want to eat rats.
Remember that time that you ate the yellow snow, though?
I really thought it was syrup.
Yep.
But it turns out it wasn't. It was honey.
Sure it was.
Yeah. Yeah, she just kind of looks at you. She's like, I don't know, man. Are you sure you want to do this adventuring thing? There's been some dangerous stuff before.
Like what?
Well, I mean, do you remember that that rogue band of the bandits that were kind of outside of town, and they were causing some trouble for travelers on the road, and they had to hire some heroes, and one of the heroes died. I mean, they cleared out the bandits, but that one guy died brutally, from what I remembered.
Oh, come on. That didn't happen.
I don't know where you were.
First,
Probably slaving away at the anvil
Yeah, probably.
for somebody else.
Yeah, well, I guess it's time to do something for yourself. It's time to show. Well, I guess Breachill, really not the world. I don't know how far out of Breachill this will take you.
Hey, not very far. Come on, it's just gonna be rats in the cellar. You know it. I know it. Y'all know it.
It's always the same boring shit. That's why I didn't really give it a try. I just figure I got enough adventure here from all the stories. Unless you want to try being a bard. You want to try to be a bard and sing for me?
Sure, I'll sing. What song do you want to hear?
Something body.
Something potty. What does that even mean?
A little risque.
All right.
You know how the drunks like it.
Okay. Well, I grab 2 spoons and I go to town, Cody. Here we go.
No. She's like, you know what, on second thought.
Nope, here we go.
Oh, God.
6. I'm actually trained in performance.
Oh. Yeah, so you grab your spoons and you just start hitting the fucking table, hitting the spoons, and you like shatter a glass. And she's like, stop, you're going to ruin my fucking bar. Get out of here with those spoons. What?
No, I walk up to the goblin that had the frog on its head,
Uh-huh.
and I spin him around and hand him the spoons and kind of push him off on his own. I'm doing like a Disney thing where everybody gets involved. Like it starts out bad and some princess is going to show up and like fix it.
Yeah, it's like some sort of like choreographed like musical performance.
Exactly.
But like it's like just
No one
spontaneous.
stuff like Gaston. No one,
Yeah, no one spits like Gaston Fatui. Yes, I enjoy that. Yeah, but it's really poorly received. No one's really liking it. And what about you there, Kurz? It's probably getting close to time to head to town hall.
Oh, so I just gabbing with the locals. So it seems like, I don't know if you run into this a lot here, there, Rorsch, but it seems like people think I sound funny, and
Well,
I just don't.
Okay.
I don't hear it.
Oh man, I don't know. I just think they can't handle the dwarves,
I come in here and they're expecting me to be some sort of big masculine man. They're expecting some sort of a gruff timber, and I come over here with my bangos, and they treat me like a joke. I don't
My bangos.
they don't think I'm a hero. Well, that's what I heard at least.
Well, I think you're gonna show them when you answer that call, huh?
Well, that's what I'm hoping. Bring some real recognition to the dwarven plight.
And the plight it is.
Oh yeah.
So I think you better head your. I can't fucking do that accent.
Oh, for sure.
I think you better head on over to town hall and scope it out. It's getting close to noon when they usually call the thing, huh?
Oh yes, we're getting right there towards noon. Maybe I'll show up fashionably late, get there around noon 30.
Oh,
Who
that's
knows?
right.
But
Noon 30.
I'll head on over there. Thanks for the heads up. And then he spends about 15 more minutes saying goodbye. It's the
Yeah.
dwarven goodbye. It's quite
Yeah.
famous. And it's oh yeah, I'd best be going. Say hi to the wife and kids.
Yeah, drop by anytime.
Oh, for sure. And same to you. When I get myself established here as a hero, I expect to see you.
And don't forget about the little people.
Oh, what do you mean? The halflings? Who's little to us? You know?
I meant the gnomes.
Oh, the gnomes.
Oh,
The gnomes.
funny.
Well, I suppose I'd best be going.
Yes, you best.
It's about that time. This goes on for a few
Yeah,
minutes.
and then
before-
eventually,
leaves.
yeah, they just stop talking to each other and just kind of wander off.
It's a great forehead you got there.
Yeah,
Oh.
Cody, what happened to your camera?
Oh, I bumped my
You got
computer.
some forehead there.
Is that better?
You got a
Yes.
nice forehead there.
Thanks.
Oh.
Thanks. You're so nice and.
Of course, anytime.
I like your bangs.
I'm particularly emo in my haircut, or I don't know, 90s bully. Who knows? So you make your way to town hall. BD, you gonna be heading to town hall?
What time is it?
I would say it's probably about 11:45. The shindig starts around noon.
Okay, so it's like a morning. All right. Yeah, I'm currently in town hall working things out with my secretary.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna start getting ready to go over to show up exactly on the dot at the Wizards thingamajig. Wizards Grace.
Well, it's actually taking place at town hall.
Oh,
Wizard-
the
Yeah,
Hall for the
Wizards.
Heroes?
Yeah, Wizards Grace is where like would-be adventurers and townsfolk gather to mingle and like toast before the call for heroes at town hall.
Ah, okay. Well, then I'm getting ready to show up exactly on the dot to this event,
Of course.
wherever it is in town hall. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm working inside town
Yeah, I
hall.
mean it's basically your next door.
Yeah.
So you have pretty good freedom to kind of to pop in whenever.
Yeah, I'm basically finishing up all the case files and everything, putting everything away, crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's.
That's right. You're a thorough lawyer.
I am a very thorough lawyer.
Great. Perfect. Yes. Pick. You want to head over to town hall? Anything you want to do before you leave?
Just head straight over there.
Prashta? What's Prashta doing?
Sorry, I unmute myself. So Prasha was probably perusing, looking for such titles such as, the Seven Habits of Highly Effective Evokers, The Joy of Spellcasting, Carl Sagan's Theory of the Universe. Just seeing if there were any copies that he could, borrow or just, waste his time looking for some extra knowledge. He's, kind of a book nerd.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know the owner of Vaz, Lorraine. She's a half elf. Very dressed in dark clothing, very harsh features. She comes up to you. Can I help you?
Well, hello. I have a list of books. I was wondering if you had any of them, and then I pull out my spell book and show her the list of that I've been looking for.
I might have a few of these and have ways to procure others. If you have the coin.
Well, it depends on what your prices are going. I could also offer a barter. Are you a partaker of the arcane arts, my dear?
She gives you a little smirk. I dabble.
Oh, well, maybe we could, compare notes.
Wink.
How about you just give me the list and I'll see what I have and then come back tomorrow.
Oh, that would be wonderful, my dear.
And we'll discuss the logistics when you return. I'll have everything written up to show you what I have now and what I can get later.
And I'm also dabbling a little bit in the alchemical arts.
Oh, well, I do have some books on alchemy.
Oh, you are looking to be one of my favorite people today. I will definitely be back to. What time is it?
Oh, yes. Oh, you must be heading towards the call for heroes.
It's on the bucket list, one could say.
And she's like, looks back. She's like, hey, she's like, Calmont. That damned new apprentice of mine. He can never find him. Look, just I guess you'll just leave the list with me. I was going to give it to him and see what he could find, but I guess you got to do it yourself. Good help's hard to find, they say, and it's true with that damn halfling. All right, sir. What'd you say your name was?
Prashta, and I will be more than glad to leave a list with you, and I have it written on a separate piece of paper, hand it to her, and we'll head on my way out.
Okay. Well, yes, come back tomorrow promptly at 10:30. Okay. Yeah.
Nodding out.
All right, great. All right, Jaren, I think you're the last one.
Yeah, I assume that I'm singing very badly as I head towards the door.
Yeah.
And I feel like I kissed some real huge grizzled dude like on the cheek.
He blushes.
Nah, I was assuming he would probably cuss at me over it.
Yeah.
And then as I'm leaving, I'm finally like, "Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?" As I kind of like head out.
I mean, he's like, I do though. And my dad. He's the kind of guy that kisses his dad on the lips.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, and show you love. But yes, so you guys are all now wrong area. Now all that town square. You start to see that there are excuse me, my voice is townsfolk from the Wizard's Grace, and some that haven't, that were in a tavern because they're bringing their children. You see these children are kind of like looking wide-eyed, looking around, maybe trying to spot some heroes. And yeah, you guys know that it's going to start at noon, and promptly when that happens, you're going to see the town council, like I guess chairman, the leader. She is been doing this for several years. She's gonna pop out, make a little speech, and introduce the first the first person who needs a hero. But yeah,
We've been introduced with the song "I Need a Hero."
Yes, I need a hero.
Oh no, you're gonna sing the whole thing. Don't just wimp out.
I got a
Cody.
question. How old is Prashta? I know they're an ancient elf. Are we talking like 400 or 500 years, or?
I was thinking like three or
Just
four.
3 years old.
So you don't look old. Okay.
No.
And yeah, you guys know that, of course, coming up to on Breachill, you all came from your various areas. You pass the Fountain Circle, which is a nice, beautiful fountainscape that's a couple hundred feet outside of Town Hall. It's a big gathering place for the teenagers. And yeah, you all sitting there in front of Town Hall. Anyone you want to talk to anybody that you may have seen in the Wizard's Grace, or I don't know if any of you really try to suss out if there was anybody actually having any sort of issues.
Is there any heroes that have assembled out in the town square that look like a crusader or a knight?
Give me a perception. Let's just see if you can pick anyone out. There's a big crowd starting to happen now.
Yeah, just grabbing guard seat. Perception, excellent.
All right, perception. Okay. You don't really see anybody that kind of stands out to you as being the stereotypical knight in armor, or this big hero ready to do battle. You see the townsfolk that are around here that you've seen around. And of course, you make notice of everyone who's. You see Jaren Dex, the guy from the tavern you were just in, who played that interesting song on the spoons.
I like it.
Yeah, it actually really resembled a goblin folk song. Yeah. And yeah, no one really that stands out as like, I'm a hero.
Okay, because that's what Pick's looking for. Someone to buddy up with.
But yeah, you don't really see anybody quite like that. I will say that you do notice another goblin actually.
Oh, really?
You do, yes. You kind of clock her almost immediately. She seems to be pacing back and forth right outside of town hall, and muttering to herself. Now, how far away from like the town hall entrance do you think you would have been?
I wouldn't have got far in the walking time. So pretty
close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a society check, please.
Oh.
No. You feel like you recognize her, but it's hard to say. She's a goblin, but she could be anybody. You're not quite sure who she is. But yeah, you do kind of hear her mumbling to herself, why haven't I heard from my bumble brashers? Are my people trapped in the citadel? She's just like kind of worriedly just mumbling. I'm gonna cut away from you for a moment. We'll get to that. Finsler, BD Finsler. It's probably 11:59 right now.
All right. I mean, I am walking up, strolling up, scanning the crowds, and I want to see if I can find. Well, this question is Prashta there?
Prashta, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, I want to see if I find him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Prashta, would you be easily spotted?
Yeah, I would say so. Long, like thin elf. Elves are probably, I don't know what the makeup is. Robes, bare chest underneath with a bandolier on under the robe. Kind of absent-mindedly walking through the crowd.
Okay. Yeah, BD Finsler is scanning the crowd, and he sees this elf who doesn't look as, burly as some of the other people look, and he immediately goes, "That's my fucking catch." And he bolts over to Prashta. "Hello, very nice to meet you. My name is BD Fizzler. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance." And he
You
goes
are
to
an
shake your
interesting
hand.
one. Hello, and he reaches down and shakes her hand.
Now, I understand you are here. Are you supposedly a hero?
Supposedly many things.
I like it, a man of mystery. So, would you say that you are more fit for the finer arts instead of brute force?
I think my strongest aspect is my mind.
Mind, yes, that is exactly it. Now, if you are to be a hero, would you rather be a hero in the front lines, getting all bloody and muddy and gross, or would you rather be a hero for the people?
Oh, you just gave me a false dichotomy there, sir.
Well, I see, you're very clever. Well, pleasure to meet you. My name is BD Finsler, as I have said before. I am from Finsler Incorporated, a law firm. And he hands you his business card. I'm looking for lawyers, new lawyers, and you seem like the exact man I'm looking for.
I did study the law about 200 years ago for about
200 years! Excellent! That's 200 years of legal lore you have, don't you?
Well, I didn't really, I just more dabbled in it.
Dabbled, of course, yes, of course.
more into the arcane arts now and the alchemical pursuits.
And alchemical. So would you be part of our forensics team, perhaps?
Well, I'll tell you what. I will keep your card, and I will drop by if I ever need any work.
I am sure this is going to be a very fantastic meeting of two great minds. And he shakes your hand again, very vigorously.
Shaking, and I look forward to getting you out of behind from a desk as well.
Behind
And I walk away.
what a comedian. And he goes and starts scanning the crowd for more live-looking fellows.
Okay. Jaren, what's your deal? What are you up to?
Do I recognize anyone here?
Yeah, I mean, give me a society check.
How about Breachill lore?
Ooh, that'll work. You should know.
17.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give this one to you just because you would know what's going on. You also notice the goblin, Warble Bumblebrasher. She is the representative of the local clan, the Bumblebrashers. You see her pacing back and forth in front of town hall. She stands out immediately because she's unlike everyone's kind of mingling and stuff and talking excitedly, waiting for the start. And she is she looks kind of worried.
Oh no! I just yell her name. I'm like, Warble! Hey!
She doesn't seem to pay any attention.
Well, now I look like an idiot, so I just kind of look around and then I hurry over towards her.
Okay, we're gonna go back to pick here. Yeah. So while Jared is making his way towards you and Warble, you did notice Warble first. So what do you want to do with this situation? Fellow goblin in distress.
I will be hurrying towards her with a concerned look on my face and ask her what's the matter.
Yeah, she is gonna look at you and look at you and see that you're a fellow goblin. She's like, she's just gonna kind of immediately go into goblin with you. She's just gonna relax into your native language. She just tells you, my Bumblebrashers, I'm so worried. I haven't heard from them, and I don't know if they're trapped in the citadel or not. They normally don't take this long to let me know. This, I just don't know. I'm sorry. I just haven't heard from them, and I'm just a bit worried. Who are you?
I'm Pick. I'm a hero. It's okay. It's okay. We'll find them. What were they doing?
Oh, hi, Pick. I'm Warble. I'm Warble Bumblebrasher. I'm the liaison between the Bumblebrashers and the Breachill Council. That we have a real good relationship with one another, and I kind of go between them. But yeah, they're stationed. They're in Hellknight Hill. They're in the Citadel, and it's my great honor to serve my fellow citizens of Breachill as the representative of the Bumblebrashers. And so, like I said, I communicate with them, and every month during this time I bring up concerns and stuff, and I haven't heard from them in a while, and I'm just worried.
Well, we should go and see what's going on then.
Well, that's the whole plan. I'm here for heroes, and and you're a hero and a goblin, a fellow goblin. Well, I am an ambassador. We will do this by the book. She kind of clocks Jaren, and she's like, oh. Jaren, how do you look coming up to her?
I look like I know who she is. Like I'm coming to see a friend.
Yeah, you would.
And then I kind of like squat down, so that I'm about their height.
Okay. She's like, oh, Jaren. How are you?
Why are you here, Warble? You're not.
You know I'm the ambassador for the Bumble Brashers.
Yeah, but normally you don't show up unless something's wrong.
Well, no, I come out. I'm here often to give the council our concerns of the Bumble Brashers, and I. Unfortunately, today I am here because there is something wrong. My Bumble Brashers haven't contacted me, and I am worried. And I'm here to petition to the council to hire a hero on my behalf. What are you doing? You're never a hero. What are you doing?
I'm a hero now, apparently.
Oh. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm just. I just need to get this taken care of. But she kind of like pulls out a pocket watch. She's looking. Oh, they should be starting. And pretty much around that time, you you notice the door of the town hall kind of open up, and steps out is the town leader, Greta Gardania. She is a human, older human, tall, wearing the robes of the council. I would say she almost looks regal, but she definitely looks distinguished. She's a respected town leader, and she steps out on. There's a little podium there, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make any of you roll society because you would know this, Jaren. But I'm just going to give this one to you guys. Why not? But yeah, you see that she comes out. And she's like, no, she doesn't step up to the podium. I'm sorry. She comes out like, I would like to ask all of you who are here to air your grievances and ask for heroes to come in, and all those who wish to be heroes to calmly come in. This will be an orderly file into the building. I don't want a repeat of 2 months ago. So let's all come in quietly and sit down at the benches, and we will get this started. Thank you all for coming. And she kind of like gestures to the open door, and you can all freely go in. And I will get your guys' tokens, and I will give you a map. How about that?
And Kurtz is absolutely just holding the door for everyone and greeting them all as they come in. Oh, hey there. Oh, hi there. Oh, welcome. Oh, hi. Oh, you come here often? Oh, okay. Hey. Hero or are you grievance? Okay. Hi there. Oh, hey there. And it's just kind of so on and so forth.
Oh, and she's like, oh, and Greta's like, oh, Kurz, you're terribly nice.
Oh, it's just me. It's just my way. It was just polite.
Well, go have a seat. I can take it from here.
Okay. Okay, there. You. I much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Very good. She's like, oh, my old age. I'm coughing. Yeah. So yes, she is at the. She's like, she kind of lets everyone file in, and she sees BD Finsler. So now, Finsler, no poaching people during town hall meetings. You know this.
I would never poach anybody. That would be absolutely ridiculous.
I think that we both know what you were going to be trying to do now.
Oh no, I'll go to the grievance section. I will do everything perfectly by the book.
Are you finally here to be a hero, BD?
Oh, I mean, if you want me to sit in the hero section, I'll sit in the hero section.
Go sit in. You know what? I think that'd be a nice change of scenery for you.
All right. Very well.
And she
But we with the prey, of course.
Yeah, we don't call them that.
Yeah, we don't do that, BD.
Yeah, we don't do that. And she kind of pushes you along, and she sees Warble Bumberbrasher come in, who's kind of like wringing her hands, and Greta nods. let her know that she'll have her moment. She sees Pick and she waves, "Oh, hello!"
Pick's moving through legs, trying to get through to the front of the crowd. Otherwise, he's not going to see a thing.
Oh, it's true, yes. Of course, yes. So you head up to the front. Prashta, you get a nice greeting as well. Welcome. Please go sit down. So you all get greetings. And she sees Jaren. Jaren! The anvil getting a little boring for you?
Famous mom, not so famous dad.
Yes, well, we gonna be sitting in the hero section today?
Sure am. Wait, why is the apothecary chaser up there?
What do you mean?
I point to BD Fensler.
Change of scenery.
Not very many people in the hero section today.
No, we didn't get much. As far as I know, there wasn't too many. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be a very adventurous month. But we'll see what comes up.
I mean, it's probably for the best, since the one hero got trampled to death 2 months ago.
Yes, that was tragic. He was a celebrity around here. Really drove economy. We're getting people following him around. I think it gets just ran over by some wild animals, by a bunch of boars, believe it or not.
While this is going on, I noticed that.
Is that the story we're telling? Like we
Yeah.
all know he died as everybody rushed into.
What was?
That's why you wanted everybody to be calm, cool, collected, and single file.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Yes. Ha. Retcon.
He was not killed by 30 to 50 wild boars.
No, he was trampled to death by townsfolk who
He got knocked down. He hit his head on the corner of a pew.
mistakenly heard there was brunch being served.
You mean there's no brunch?
No, there's never been brunch and there never will be. This is an official town meeting. Go sit down, Jaren.
BD Fensler is starting to bring out the cinnamon rolls he baked.
While he's doing
These are
that,
the
I look
breakfast
over at him and I actually pull out poached eggs and just kind of give him a knowing look and eat the poached eggs.
Oh,
First, absolutely has some hot dish.
Oh, Tata's fucking
Here's a
old
hot
Tata
dish.
hot
we all
dish.
came in with breakfast.
I guess it's a potluck now. Wow.
Well, I always have some handy. Like the kids say, I keep that MF tank on me. And here's some of the tot.
Oh, of course. Let's just eat some goblin rations.
Pickle vinegar.
I really gotta make a sign. But anyway, she sees that everyone's in here. She closes up shop and heads to her desk. Oh yeah, you all see other people file in and sit down at the desks here. You see a small gnome sit down. Why don't you all give me society checks, see if you recognize all of them, except for you, Jaren, and BD. Anyone who's from Breachill doesn't need to.
Oh, okay, bet. Oh. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
I saw that.
Not great.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know shit. You're like, you're too into that hot dish.
I'm new. I'm also pretty new to the city.
Yeah.
I'm just really friendly. Like I don't know what's going on, but you need a pal.
Yes. Yeah. So most of everyone is a human. You do see that. There's also a fellow dwarf and that gnome. But yeah, the rest of you would know that, of course, Greta Gardenia, she's the leader. You have Jorsk Hinterclaw, who's the dwarf. Melma Ansandari, who is another human. Quintino Passandi is an older human man. And yeah, so they all sit down and You see that Greta starts procedures. She just, with a sharp rap from her gavel, she kind of quiets everyone down. She's like, quiet, quiet. It is time to start the monthly Call of Heroes. She's like, welcome, neighbors and friends and new people alike. Her voice is rich and kind of that washes over the room. To the Breachill Town Council's monthly Call for Heroes. I am Council President Greta Gardenia at your service. On behalf of my colleagues beside me, as she gestures, I promise you all that we will hear and consider today's petition with the utmost discretion and care. There is no existence without community, as our town charter says. Today, our agenda includes one petition. And that, of course, is from our very own Warble Brumble Basher, the wonderful ambassador to the Brumble Basher clan who lives out in Hellknight Hill in the Citadel. I will now concede the floor to her. Please, as always, show our ambassador to the Bumble Brashers respect, and let's hear her out, everybody. And she kind of like gestures to Brumble, to Warble, who just kind of like looks real nervous. She looks, she's like, thank you, Greta. I really appreciate it. Hello, everybody. I'm Warble Brumble Basher. I am, of course, the ambassador to the wonderful and amazing Bumble Brashers. It's a hard word to say. To a clan. As you all know, they live in the Citadel in Hellknight Hill, and unfortunately, I haven't heard from them in some time. Typically, around this time, I would gather news of the clan, bring their grievances and concerns to the council, and then we would talk it out in a calm, mannerly fashion, and things would go really swell from there. But my poor Bumble Brashers haven't contacted me in some time, and well, quite frankly, I'm scared. I don't know what's going on in there, and like as um she says that, um you immediately hear doors, the western doors up top here. I'll ping it. Whoop, right up there. That just comes flying open.
Ooh.
That's right. Here, let me do this. That just comes flying open, and a man in panic comes. He's like waving his hands out of like ink-stained hands, and you see coming out from the doors is billowing black smoke and flames kind of following behind him. And he's like, "Fire! There's a fire! Everyone flee!" And yes, you all notice that there is indeed fire, and people are starting to panic. Right? They're like, "Ah!" I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please. Oh, let me get the tracker up. When you roll it, yep, there you go. Everyone gets to roll with the perception because that's how 2E works. We roll with whatever skill is necessary. Kurz, go ahead and re-roll that by clicking on your token.
My token has disappeared. Is that right?
It did it?
No.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Ooh. You got one better than your original roll.
Yay.
Ashton and I are strolling out of this fire like it's nothing. Go.
All right. All right. So this encounter is great. We all rolled. We're still missing two more of you. It looks like we need Kurz.
And pick.
Yeah, and pick.
I accidentally clicked perception. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, just go ahead and re-roll with there. Oh, 21. Nice.
Let me
You
just.
got to click on your token, but I'll add it in there for you because whatever you roll,
Okay.
oh gosh, I got it.
Yeah, my roll 20 has completely just gone blank. Yay! Hooray!
Ooh, good.
Let me try leaving and coming back on roll 20. Will that affect anything?
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Do that.
Now
what
we
you
have to
gotta do.
turn all our cameras off. We have to
No,
turn all the mics off. We have to turn the stream off. It's all your fault. Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean, I blame roll 20, frankly, but it's just one humble dwarf's opinion.
Oh dear, it's just my humble opinion.
Yes.
Oh well, don't you know? I'm not one to assert myself, but I don't think I'm to blame here.
I don't think I'm the one.
I don't think I'm to.
All right, is it looking better for you?
Sorry, my computer's being really slow to open.
That's
I mean,
okay.
do you know your
20 back up.
perception?
Perception is 6.
6. So if we just roll 1d20 and give it to him.
What's this?
Yeah.
Who is it?
What?
Curse?
I mean, with a physical d20, I just rolled a 17.
Hmm.
So
What?
but-
I just roll it for him.
Yeah. Okay. There it
There we
is.
go.
I'm working on it. Sorry.
So Kurz is in there. All
Yeah,
right.
so I'm just going like, holy cow. All right.
Jaren, well, of course, James, in tradition, does indeed get to go first. So here's how this is going to work. This is not your typical encounter. This is an actual encounter with a fire, right? There are consequences and stuff. So you guys you're the only ones seating in the hero section. Greta looks to all of you guys. She's like, I need your all help to get these people out and help me put this fire out. But yes, so you guys need to help get people to safety. I will read you the rules for that in a second because I have to do something. There. Hold on. Man, I shouldn't have done it like that. Let me try this. Oh, because I'm in the wrong layer. Haha.
Wow.
Boom.
Cody being unprepared again. What? Unheard of.
Wow, look at all those people. Isn't that crazy?
Ooh, magic back.
This guy has no name. I don't
Who?
know him.
Who?
I don't know this person either.
Who?
Or this person.
Okay, which one?
Oh wow. Okay.
He's pinning them as he says.
Oh, he did it too fast. I can't think that fast. Oh, look who that is. So this person will be.
Nice
Oh, I did
names.
give them a name. Okay. All right, Mr. Dudu. I'm sure you recognize some of these characters there, Marshy and James.
Who are these? I've never seen these before, Mel. I could be walking down the street. I've never seen this man before in my life.
No, I mean from other game. Some of these.
It's almost
tokens.
like I was referencing a meme, Cody.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not. I'm old. I don't understand.
God damn it.
For some
All right.
reason, I was drawn to Diane. And I slid up next to her, actually.
Oh, it feels like in a previous life you may have been intimate.
Whoa, why are we chill touching already?
Whoa. All right,
Flash is
so
ready to kill.
It's negative damage, not cold damage. That's not going to be of any help.
all right, so the way this has
Ow.
worked, you guys need to, of course, help put out the flames. The flames
What?
haven't fully reached the inside of here, and of course, water will help put out flames. I will tell you that if you have a full bucket of water, however you get that, that they'll do 10 feet of water. Anything like creating water is going to, take out about 5 feet. So, and anything beyond that, I'll let you figure out. But yeah, and also another concern you have is that there are indeed people that are like frozen in fear somehow. They just can't make it out. So you're gonna have to help them. And the rules with those, oh god, let me get down here. The people are panicking. They get they're bolting to escape. Benches are overturned, and all the benches in this area are now considered difficult terrain. So, and each of you can help 2 out of the door per turn. That takes all of your actions. But you do not need to be next to them to do it, just the same side of the room. And if 2 of you work together, you can rescue 6 people. Okay? And I will tell you that the council people are also actively helping people. There was about 40 people. They helped about 20 by the end of this, and the rest are up to you. And of course, as time goes on, there will be consequences to not taking care of all of these things in a timely manner. Round 1. Jaren.
Oh, well, I don't. I see getting people out of here is the only thing to do, so I'm going to attempt to get Diane and Magic Mike out.
Okay. So you're on the same side of them. All right. So that is fine. You can get them out on your turn.
Okay.
That'll take all of your actions.
Okay.
You don't really need to move or anything. So Diane and Magic Mike, where is Magic Mike at? Oh, there he is. Okay, great. Yeah. So you take care of them. You usher them out. It goes off. Go pretty fine. They're like, oh, thank you, Jaren. Thank you. She kind of gives you a wink. And Magic Mike, he also escapes.
Have your sister call me Mike.
All right. She's not as magical as me. Prashta, it is your turn.
He did.
Oh, he's muted.
John? You muted? John!
Sorry about that. I thought I had unmuted myself. I'm going to. Can you ping where the fire is? And
yeah, sure. Here, I actually do have something for the fire, but let me see.
A cute little fire token.
Where's my token things? Oh, I've lost it. Fire. Either way, the fire is starting. Here.
okay, so and we have an exit behind the exit on the south end of this thing.
Yes, that's where pretty much everyone is coming out of. Here, I'll do this. Draw shape. Let's do a nice fire color. Perfect. So the fire is essentially here.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm going to move over here, and then of these people, who looks the most capable?
What do you mean?
The nice man who escaped you. I'm gonna cast a message to him and tell him to like snap out of it and help, and let's get all these people out of here. See if I can enlist someone else to help us out.
Sure. So which one are you doing this to?
The nice man whose name escapes me.
Okay, yeah, you can't quite remember his name. He's just one of those guys.
Yeah. So I'll use my cantrip message to do that.
Okay, yeah. So you send him a message, and
so I know, I know it gets through to him.
Okay. Yeah. So that here's what I'll do. I'll see how well he shakes out of it. I'm just gonna roll a flat d20 check. If he gets above 10, he shakes out. If he doesn't, he doesn't. How about that? How does that sound?
Okay.
Nope. He's scared out of his goddamn mind.
All right. So
fire is his worst fear. His twin died in a fire.
All right. Well, then my next turn I'll do someone else, and I'll try to get him out with my last.
Remember, you do have 3 action. I mean,
yeah, no, my move was an action. Message was an action.
Oh yeah.
And then help him with an action.
Okay, cool. All right, so then you tried to snap it out, but which is a good turn. Now pick the goblin.
Can I see Womble?
Oh gosh, yeah, Warble.
Warble.
She's just kind of like you can see her. She's making her way towards the exit. She doesn't seem to be too frightened, but she's just like just getting out of here and helping the council people get people out as well.
Okay, cool. She's all sorted. I'd like to look around and see some of the townsfolk who might be feeling a bit paralyzed. and I've got a crowbar. Can I bang my crowbar against my shield to sort of get their attention and get them moving?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea.
So Mr. Benson and Judy, because they look to be the closest to the fire.
Mr. Benson and Judy. Where are they?
Top left-hand corner.
Top left. Ah, there, Mr. Benson and Judy. Okay.
Yep.
You're kind of in the middle. Yeah, I'll allow it. I think that's fine. Yeah, so they're really close to the fire. Yeah, you'll spend your action kind of like getting their attention. Oh gosh, my cat just knocked his food bowl downstairs. It's great, good for him. Yeah, so you help them get out. You take your turn to help get them out. They're the closest to the fire. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, thank you. We were so scared."
Bet you were.
Yeah, that's right. Kurz.
All right, so I would like to cast Prestidigitation to try to push back the fire, if that would be allowed, as a cantrip.
Okay.
Just kind of try to buy everyone a bit more time to help as many people as we can.
Sure. Let me see now. What exactly is the wording of prestidigitation?
Let me pull that up, because my understanding is kind of like, it's just kind of a whatever you need it to be. But let me check.
Uh,
You should be able to read it there. I just pulled it in.
Yeah, I see that here. Simplest magic does your bidding. You can perform simple
magic effects.
So a bit more than like being able to like manipulate kind of like air to move the fire away.
It's
Otherwise,
pretty minor,
Otherwise, I'll use bless to try to kind of jog any like get myself into a cluster of people that seem frightened, and use bless to try to calm, ease them and help them in helping themselves.
Yeah, you see your magic isn't really working too well on this. The fire just seems to really not respond to it at all.
Gotcha. So then, like I said, I'll go ahead and I will then move myself to kind of a cluster of who appears to be the most.
I mean, everyone that you see in this room is pretty panicked. They're okay. Like trying to scramble over benches. They're all overturned, and they're like, I can't get up.
Okay, so then I will go ahead and go to the kind of in between as many people as I can that seem panicked. Sorry.
She seems panicked.
Yes, she does. And I will cast Bless to, again, try to bring ease to them and snap them out of this panic.
Okay. Bless. Why don't you go ahead and that's just a cantrip? Or
no, that's a spell. That's a first level
spell? Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's a 5 feet emanation.
So you're going to move up to where?
I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, just kind of move to where it seems like there's people that need help the most. So how far can I move?
Well, you probably can. I don't know if you can move 25 or 30.
All right. And just to verify, what are the dimensions of this room? Do you know?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's very big.
Okay. So I'm starting to question who I can actually reach, even from where I'm currently at.
She's back.
Yeah.
She's back.
Sorry, I'm kind of pulled in a couple directions at the moment.
Hey, I'm a dad too. It's okay.
Me too.
She's back.
She sees the T-Rex on my mug.
No.
Very excited.
What's her name?
Finley.
Close to Finsler. She should join the Finsler Incorporated. We can train her in law.
She'd be a mascot.
Hey.
Aww.
But so then let me just double check what my what my movement is. Movement is. So I'm just pulling that up in. I'm still familiarizing myself with what the with this character, how this character sheet's laid out.
No worries, man. Hey, take your time. It's fine.
Yeah,
You
it's
probably
fine.
yeah, it's fine.
Whatever.
I mean, yeah, I'll say the bless you calm them down. And I will say that on your next turn, you'll be able to get an extra person. How about
Gotcha.
that? I think we're just gonna roll that. Fitzler.
All right. I mean, I wish I knew that I was going to be dealing with fire today because I would have prepared create water, but tragically I did not. So I am just going to get Chris Schooner and mean Uncle Tony the heck out of here, and I will be yelling the entire time. We will most certainly be checking the fire codes of this town hall. In a fit of rage.
Okay, absolutely. So who are you getting out again?
Chris Schooner and mean Uncle Tony.
Mean Uncle Tony. He is mean.
A real grump.
All right, you. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. Yeah, so you get him out. Boop. And get him out. Me Uncle Tony's like, I knew this place was a fire hazard. And he says, I'll be seeing you later, Finsler.
Didn't we get Mr. Benson and Judy out too?
Oh,
Did you
yes.
get more people out?
My bad. There we are. Cool. Mr. Benson and Judy. Now let me do something here.
And that's the fire's turn. Thank God it moves so slow.
Yeah, well, it's got a. Remind me how to get character sheets up there. Oh, never mind. I got it. Never mind. Pop that
Double
out.
click by holding Alt.
I got you, bro. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Arr.
Well, still doesn't get to go first. Well then, yeah, then it is your turn there, Jaren. Actually, hold on. I'm going to say at the top of the order. You see now that the chamber to the northern door flies open and flames burst through, and it's going to burst through here. Let me see. 5, 10. Yeah. And we're gonna do from where's my draw shape? Perfect. It is now going to do this whole area, and you start to see that those benches are yeah, like those tables in the back are now on fire, and you see them start to move a little bit quicker now. It is now your turn, Jaren.
Where's the fire at now?
It's at the northern entrance.
Are you going to make the square bigger so we can see, or?
Oh, I'm in the GM layer. Poop on me.
You'll get used to it, buddy.
I will.
Not really here to kink shame, but come on, bro.
Whoa.
Oh,
I guess this is a purple fire. There.
Oh,
Tech
it came
magic.
through there. Jeez.
Yep.
Did it
Good thing.
spread over there in the?
Yeah, it's spread within about the 10-foot area out. Did I get too far out?
I don't know. What about what about the other door? Did it burst through that one
no,
too, or no?
no. It looks like it went around and spread out through the top.
Okay. As a free action, I am going to enlist the help of BD Fenzor so that maybe we can save all 6 people on this side.
I mean, if that wants to work, I'll do it.
Yeah, no, you can totally use that. Use him to help you out. If he's on the same side as you, they'll find that.
Yeah, we're right next to each other.
Cool, that'll be part of your turn. Yeah, so you can help 6 people out. Who are you getting out?
Well, all 6 people on this side, but I think that takes mine and BD Fenzor's turn.
Yes, that would take both of your turns.
You okay with that, Marcy?
Yeah. Dang it, I was gonna cast Bless. I was gonna cast Harm on Joseph Clamboyle.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well,
next
fine.
time.
I guess I'll do this.
All right. Oh, look
I'll
who
do
it
it next
is. Lance Seabass the Third.
And
Why are we
I
saving
guess
him?
I'm like, you guy I don't know who probably started this fire. Old Man Rogers, Professor Swordarm, Earl, Lance Seabass the Third, Johnny Sealegs, get the fuck out of here.
All right, Earl and Lance Seabass are out. All right, so
Wait,
you
can we
play.
actually throw Lance Seabass into the fire?
Hey, he looks at you, smiles. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Well, we should have moved him up to the north door.
God damn it.
That's right.
I guess
Maybe
that's
really
me.
good.
All right, that's you. And now making their spectacular entrance into the wonderful world of the thing is the fire method. This
Oh,
creature.
Cody, your camera's pretty low.
Is that
We're
better?
making fun of you. That's better now.
Oh boy. Yes, this creature bursts out snickering as it comes out into the room, and you see whoop, come on, little guy.
No, not enemies. I thought we were just fighting fire.
This guy comes out and moves over to here, and he sets this area on fire too. He just starts snickering like, hey, 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 hey. And he'll be able to do about that. He sets this table on fire. Actually, you know what? No. He's going to have fun with it. He's going to come over here. Actually, how far can he move? All depends on his movement. Where's the thing? Nah, he can't do that. So he's going to just continue his original plan. He's going to do more damage, but he's just going to do this. Setting this area on fire now, too. And that's his turn. Ooh, it just got a little bit crazier, Prashta.
I'll look around. I'll look at Pick and sit, point at him, and say, "Come here and help me round up all these people." And like I'll hold my turn to have him come over and help me and get all six out.
That will waste your turn, both of you.
I think that'll rather get the innocent bystanders out if he's okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, perfect. Yeah, we'll just get 6 randos.
We'll get the 6 closest to the method. Rowdy Randy, Joseph Clamboyle, the Nice Man, Harriet, Julia, and Richard Swine.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Hogg, at your service.
All right. And cool. So it's Pix Curse. You already took your turn helping. No, that was Finsler. Curse.
Is he there?
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and since I used bless last turn, so I can now help 3 people. I'm going to help the 3 closest people that I'm able to get a hold of, basically.
Well, there's only 2 more people left, actually. You guys done a pretty good job of giving everybody out.
Then I'm going to go ahead and help them get out as well.
Okay. All right, so you use your turn and help them out?
Yep.
All right, Finsler, you already sacrificed your turn.
Yeah.
Jaren, it is back up to you.
Isn't this a new...
What?
Never mind.
No, it had it come to Finsler because he's last.
Alright, so I am going to move. So that would be 15 since that was considered a double movement. So that's 1 action. I'm going to draw a star knife, I believe, yeah.
Uh-huh. Oof. Can you make that?
I could try. What is the penalty for range increments?
Oh, gosh. I think you might be having a little bit of cover, too.
Range increments. What's the negative per range increment?
Range and reach. A range penalty. Here we are. Cover as long as the target is within or listed range, would also called the first range. You take no penalty. Anything beyond that range, if you're attacking beyond that range, you take -2 for each additional increment beyond the first. So how far out is that after your first?
That is way too far.
Okay.
I will go ahead and move again with my last action to there, and I'm done.
Okay, great. Actually, let me now. The fire should have went first, but that's totally fine. It's cool. So the fire is going to spread a bit more out from the top. It's actually going to be able to do a bit more. I'm gonna go back to fucking orange. Yeah, it's gonna have to spread. Where are we at? About there. And it is going to be. Ooh, it's actually going to be able to spread out nicely. I think it's. I'm making sure. Yep. All right. Cool. So yeah. So it's actually going to be able to spread this as well. Here. Boy, this is great. All of this starts going on fire.
Holy dolly.
Yeah.
I guess as I move towards the fire, I'll yell, "Someone better start a bucket brigade or this place is going up."
Yeah. You guys, this is starting to get real. You see that? I mean, the townsfolk are all outside of the thing, and you know that the fountain that is out there is pretty far away, so it would take some time to be able to get it. But it's it's either way, it's the Mephit's turn, and it looks over to you, Jaren, and it snickers, and it is actually gonna come fuck with you. I think you can get up to you. Well, let me see. What is the? It's a big room.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Well,
It's gonna have to take 2 actions to get up to you.
nice.
Right up in your face place. Yep. And it is going to actually just take a bite at you.
Okay, hold on a second.
That is a natural 20.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Why am I? I'm only doing it to GM, whatever. Yeah, but it is a natural 20. It is going to do 16 points of damage to you. That is 8 of that is fire. That
Okay.
makes any difference to you. You see when it goes to bite you, it's like licks of flame come out of its mouth and it sears into your shoulder. And that is
Adventuring life is not for me. Run away!
Oh shit.
That's right. Prashta.
Oh geez.
Yeah, the fire is getting real.
Let's see. The range on this is 120 feet. Do I have line of sight to it?
What, the fire method?
Yeah.
No, I mean, the bench is overturned. You can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no cover. All right. I want to spend 3 actions in magic missile 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to move for that. So.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2, 4, 4. So 10 damage with magic missile
10 force
Right.
damage.
and force damage. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okie dokie. Yep, that's fine. It does not appreciate that, my dude. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It is very upset about that. All right. Pick. What do you get? You see this fire? You know something's got to be done about that, but what? How? What can you do?
It's almost like fire's bad. Pick is very confused.
Yes.
He can't quite make it if with 2 movement actions. So could he please move towards the method with 2 movement actions as close as possible, basically,
Yeah.
and use the third to draw his sword, draw his scimitar?
Okay. Yeah, you're not encumbered by any sort of difficult terrain, so you should get there just fine. With 2 movements, you'll be fine.
50 feet is 2 movements.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you. Oof. Yeah, it doesn't look like you'd be able to. Yeah, because that corner right there, you might hit. Yeah, no, you'd have to use 3 movements to get closer.
He just wanted to
Alright.
move 50 feet close and draw a sword, though.
Oh, is that what I thought he wanted to go attack? I thought he had.
No.
Oh yeah, that's all 3 actions. You're perfect.
Cool, thank you.
Yep.
Do you need help moving your dude, or can you move your dude?
I don't know how, sorry.
Just grab it with your mouse and drag it over there.
They should all be tied to your sheets.
If you can't grab him, on the top left of your screen is a
Yep.
there's like an arrow, like a menu that's got like an arrow, and if you click on that, it'll give you select/move and pan view. Make sure you have select/move,
Yeah.
and then you can grab. Then you can click on your pick icon and drag it from there.
Is someone able to do that for me just for today while I sort it out another time?
I got
Thank you very much.
All right, Kurz, what are you gonna do? There's a big fire.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go like just because I'm a little bit wishy-washy with the system rules still. I have 20 feet of movement. Is that 20 feet per action? So I can take multiple
yes.
actions? Okay, good. That's what I thought. So then it would take 2 actions, I believe, to get within range. And then I would like to draw my sling. So
That would be all 3 actions then.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, BD Finsler, there's a big fire, and then there's a creature. What are you gonna do?
Curtis, you can move your dude.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at.
Trying to see what my options are, and it's not a lot because my damn tiny little halfling legs don't get me far enough. Do I not have that set up? Okay, well that's rude of me. Okay, I'm just gonna, I guess, get closer. Where can I go? That's 25. And then I guess I could reach Jaren. Okay. Does anyone know off the top of their head heals range?
With 1 action touch, with 2 actions 30 feet.
Okay, then I'm going to use 1 action to get over here, wherever it was. I don't know. And the other action to heal Jaren.
Were you in? You were in the benches, right?
Yeah, I moved 20 feet because
You can only move 15 in the 10 in the benches since it's difficult terrain.
He did. He shortened his move.
Yeah,
did he?
because
Okay,
I could
I'm
do
sorry.
25.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, maybe stop trying to come for me.
I
know what
was
I'm
just
doing.
making sure.
Dude, he's just
Unlike
calling you
some
out.
people,
Yeah, he's just coming.
I know
for
what
you.
I'm doing in this game. And I hopefully just casted heal. And that's to Jaren. Did it work?
It didn't roll.
Yeah, it
Damn
didn't
it.
roll.
All right,
Just need
what's
to
the
roll
roll?
a d8 and add 8.
Okay. D8. Boom. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
16. Nice.
That's the exact amount of damage he took.
Yeah.
Look at that, BD
I got-
Finsler.
Attorney at law.
Never
Yeah.
mind. This hero thing might work out after all.
And then immediately take another crit.
Well, if it can only do 18 damage or less, the crits are fine. BD Finsler's got my back.
Of course.
Yes. Jaren.
Are you having the fire go after me since?
Oh,
that's what
shit.
you've been doing?
No, let's just have it go first. I forgot about the fire. All right, so
Look,
so
if I get
now,
burned by the fire because you screwed me last round, I'm gonna be pissed.
oh, you know what? Fine. You'll get to go first.
Nice. I will spend an action to draw my rapier in the other hand.
Mhm.
And then I will attack with said rapier. Oh, that's not going to hit.
All right, I'm gonna double check this is a little boy, but oh, definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Still have an action. Hold on.
yeah.
I'm going to move and hope that it doesn't attack me.
Let's see. All right, now it does not go after you. All right, what are you guys gonna do? What
And
is?
then
Are
I
you
move
moving?
there.
Okay, perfect.
And I look at PD Finzel and I'm like, that hurts. Bad.
Well, now it is the fire's turn. And the fire is gonna start spreading. It is starting to get intense with smoke in here now. Not only is it like those, it's very smoky, but you're starting to breathe in the smoke, and it's starting to hurt you guys.
Oh.
That's right. So everyone is going to take some inhalation damage.
That's rude.
Yep, and here we go. That's how much you take. 3 points of damage from the smoke.
Oh, jeez.
To who?
All of you.
I think the smoke couldn't have possibly reached me in the 6-second increment.
Everyone.
Oh yeah, draws like a pencil.
What? I have never heard that.
It's gonna just spread some more. Look at it. Look at this fire. It's just spreading.
Look, man, he only did the smoke does damage, so we can all continue to cough on stream and we're role playing.
Sorry, I tried to mute it, but I forgot.
Pick.
Outrageous.
It's okay, you and Cody are trying to climb out of your cameras anyway to the bottom. So
Did my camera do it again?
yeah, your camera does it all the time because you're a shaky guy. You're
So now he's gonna.
now he's
overdo it.
way too far down. I
Yeah.
don't know what he's doing. He's just
Okay.
it's like he can't see himself.
I can't. I'm not looking.
I like my camera setup because in order to see our feed, I have to look all the way to the side like I'm in like Family Feud, like I'm Stephen Harvey. And we go to the board. Survey says.
How
That's the
does
same
it?
thing I've got going on.
Trying to look it on the feed, but it's pretty behind.
Anyway, whose turn is it?
It is going to
The
be
Mephit's turn.
the Mephit's turn. Yeah, the fire is definitely getting spready. McSpreaderson. Pick, you can feel those flames. They're not quite on you yet, but they're real close. You know what else is close? It's the fire method. Oh gosh, why did I do that? That's fire. I mean,
He lights himself on fire.
he's engulfed in flames. He comes up to you and snickers, ah, ha, ha, ha. And it is going to bite you twice.
He's really just throwing those candy bars around.
23 hit.
Yeah, 23 hits
Yep.
everybody. What are you talking about?
Hey, that is going to be 7 points of damage. 3 of that is fire. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I'll bring that down to 2 because of my fire resistance.
Ooh, all right.
So that's 6 in total. Yeah.
Right, all right. And he's going to go at you again, but with a -5 penalty.
Attack is
Ooh.
agile. It's only -4.
Attack does not have agile. It only has finesse. But so that's going to be an 18.
That matches my AC.
That will hit then. But that is only going to be for 1 point of damage because you did 2, but you ignore that 1 fire. So only 1 point.
Okay.
Minimum damage all around. All right. Rashta. Fire. Big fire. Big.
My kimonos come off the top of my body, and so it's just my bandolier and like big billowing pants, and like my hand points out, and my dagger flings out at the Mephit, and I use the Hand of the Apprentice focus spell to do nothing. To do nothing.
Rip.
Nothing.
And it misses. That was one action. And I will move. And then I will.
Yep. Remember, you're in difficult terrain.
Move here. And those are all 2 actions. and then that'll be it for me, actually.
Okay. Cool. Pick. You got a bad boy next to you and a fire kissing your face.
Hmm. I feel like at this point I should probably tactically retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use one action to take a step backwards?
Yep.
Away from the method, and then use my other two to move towards the door.
Yeah, totally fine.
And someone can move that for him too.
Oh yeah, so you want to just take a step back like here? And then
Probably just out of the range of the method.
okay, how far back towards the door? Because you have two. You can do 2 more movements. So what is your speed?
25, so 50 feet in total.
Chris, that's actually probably pretty smart because we don't know if it gets attacks of opportunity. But unlike 5e, only fighters and other specific monsters
Yeah,
get
they
attacks of
specifically
opportunity.
have to have that reaction to be able to do.
Okay.
So if you wanted to move faster, that would be an option. But you're also playing smart, so I just wanted you to know that.
No, yeah, he totally did it the correct way. I like it. But how far back did you want to move? Like the whole 50?
Yes. I feel like, although fire's great, I mean, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we might be better off fighting this outside the building.
Yeah, you can actually get right before the door. Like, oops. So you get about right there.
Pick just heroically turns around and legs it.
Yeah, just runs. Like, woo. All right. Off to a good start, I think, for this heroism thing. Occurs. It occurs to you that there's a fire. Is there anything you want to do about the fire?
All right.
Cody's been sitting on that for weeks.
So I am going to go ahead and use my first action to hurl a stone at the monster, see if that does any good.
Okay, so you got your sling out. You're going to take a slingshot.
Yes, indeed. One moment. All right, and that was a critical hit.
That is indeed.
Nice.
So that's going to be 12 damage.
Ooh,
The good news is that's
I mean,
yeah, it's dead. No, it's totally dead. Sorry, I was reason.
12 damage?
Yep, 12 damage. Yep, because it only had 6 hit points left, so that would have killed it either way.
Hey.
Nice.
I had to take him out before he spread that fire anymore. I was darn near about to toast my my tater tot hot dish and can't have
That's right.
that.
They'll burn it. Let us. How about before we get into the fire thing? Let's take a quick 5-minute break. So we can use the bathroom and stuff, and then we'll be back. How does that sound?
That's good.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Good. All right, guys. Hey, we'll be right back. Thank you for anybody who's been hanging out with us still. We will be back in 5 minutes. Please don't go anywhere. It's going to get great. Wow, hello everyone. We're back from our break. I ate some Pop-Tart bites. They were delicious. I think it's time to get back up on this thing because there's a the fire method has been defeated. It is.
Cody, why is your camera vibrating? What are you doing with the other
Leave me
hand?
alone. I'm a jiggler. Okay.
Mhm.
I jiggle. I wiggle. It's fine. I have ADHD.
You're a juggalo?
I am.
Yeah, I was
whoop,
gonna say.
whoop.
Not to be
Aren't you a
confused with
second
the Juggalo.
generation juggalo now?
Sure. I am my father's son.
What happened? Why is my laptop not working?
But yes.
Oh.
Thank you for pointing out the webcam. My wife, when she watches this, she hates that. But there's a fire to be had. I've told you many times there is a fire.
We didn't start the
Fire. No, the fire method looks to be the cause, but
But what do we know? Maybe he was an innocent victim.
maybe he was just like in the hallway, and then the fire started, and then someone's like, "He did it," and then he got mad and just started like, "Well, if you think I did it, I might as well just kill you guys."
I mean, I have a feeling BD Finzel is going to represent the fire method in court.
Oh, I would never.
If he
He called-
doesn't, then
he
we
was-
failed at this game completely.
Well, I mean, you killed it, right? It's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it can't even stand trial for its crimes because
Exactly.
vigilantes.
Vigilantes, though, that's not good. Oh,
Yeah.
Particularly one vigilante with a sling.
No,
Speaking
Kurz
of-
and Prasta need to be arrested for vigilantism. They
Are
weren't
they do-
hired by the council.
Um,
They weren't acting in any authority.
Excuse me, the term I believe is hero.
Only if you are actually appointed as heroes by
Well,
the
they
council.
did turn to all of you guys and say, "Please help."
But they didn't offer to pay us.
Well, maybe not yet.
They're gonna pay us in their gratitude.
They're gonna pay in blood.
Oh, that's a little bit. further.
BD
And-
Finsler, it is your turn, my good lawyer friend.
I mean,
There's a
unless-
fire.
So, what are my options against this fire? Can I literally do anything other than cry?
Well, here's the thing. You know that there's a fountain of water.
Oh,
As I told you in the beginning, I pointed out, and I told you again later, that there is a fountain of water that that has a pump. You could get water, but it is very far away. It's about let me see, outside.
you're gonna tell me 100 feet. I'm gonna start.
No, he's
I'm
going
gonna
to tell
sit
you
down
more.
and I'm gonna jump into that fire. It's closer.
It's 150 feet from Town Hall southern door. Someone mentioned a good idea earlier that you all just ignored because you hate me.
Yes.
And you hate this town hall.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I mean, if you have spells, you can use that and see what those do. But other than that, you need water, right? That is what you need.
I guess so.
You see, like the door, the southern door is just wide open, and the smoke spilling out. But the townsfolk are just kind of like all gathered outside, just trying to see what's happening in there.
Is there any rules for running as opposed to just moving 3 actions? Is there a difference? Like there was in Pathfinder 1?
Nope.
No, it's just 3 move actions.
Yep.
Okay.
That would
Oof,
definitely
that's
be
rough.
running.
I just didn't know if it was like, oh yeah, you move at quadruple speed or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Oh, thank God that's gone.
Well, now I can't run to the fucking fountain. Tragic.
Well,
What you
well,
get for
can I-
picking a short race, bro?
is there any sort of other creative solution you can use using the context clues I have given you?
No.
I didn't think so.
I've decided no. Unless you want me to heal the fire, could that work? I say fire, everything's okay now.
Well,
All right, I'll just
you can disappoint that crowd of people outside that blocks you in the fountain.
I mean, I'll
Chain gang. We need a chain gang of people. Sorry, what? My cough is really bad.
I could definitely run
I mean,
out
talking
there.
is a free action, so.
I'll run out there and try to like rally everybody. So if I can actually run outside, I can. If 3
Can
actions,
you get out there?
Probably.
Oh yeah, you can totally get out there in 3 actions. I mean, what's your movement? 25?
Yeah. So
Well, you're
2
right
actions to just get out the door.
there.
And
Yeah,
then be
yeah.
like, let's get a fucking line going.
Hey! You're a lawyer. Give me lawyer speak. I want you to rouse the people in character.
All right. So Beatty Finsler kicks down the door. He doesn't kick down the door. He's too.
Well, it's
tiny
already
for that.
open.
He creaks it open a bit more, and he says, "If you love if you love the town hall and you love the legal system, we will all band together to put this fire out. Go to the fountain, fetch a bucket, and we'll get a whole chain going through. Come on, get to it."
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you see the counselors immediately like, oh, of course, why didn't we think of that?
They're not
Wow.
player characters.
You fools!
That's right. You don't have independent thoughts.
You have no free will.
Yeah, and you see about 10 more people that you guys rescued, like, who are just moved by your passionate speech about the love of town hall and law. And they're like, we're gonna go do it.
Arson is a crime.
Yeah. So, you do know that it's gonna take some time to get to the thing, line up, and begin pumping water, and then do a chain, right? So, yeah, we'll just see. But yeah, so you have started this process of a bucket brigade. And yeah, so that is going to take some time to see how long we'll see what happens. Jaren?
I will get out, which I think is 2 actions for me.
Okay.
And then I am going to grab the first person I see
All
that
right.
isn't part of the fire brigade,
Yeah, you see Lance Seabass.
and I am going to attempt to intimidate him to moving quicker.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to put the fire up your ass if you don't put it out.
Okay.
That sounds really intimidating.
Oh.
It's an at 20, sir.
Lance Seabass drops all pretense, and he's like, "Of course, Jaren Dex," and he drops his weird, creepy, shtick, and he runs and he just and he just runs to the fire brigade.
And
And
since
with-
that's a crit, I follow up with, and that means everybody.
And on that, I'm going to reduce the time it takes by 1 round.
Oh,
Nice.
he's such a benevolent GM.
I
fellows.
am.
kind of
I am
him.
benevolent. I mean, that is a critical intimidation of Lance Seabass the Third.
Hey, you intimidated him. I didn't even know. Oh.
Mhm. That's for all the problems he caused us in the last game.
Poor Lance.
Poor Lance. But yes, and so we're gonna drop that down by a round. So that'll be very nice. Speaking of rounds, what is this round? 5?
4.
No, this is 4.
Mm-hmm.
My
My 4th action, so yeah.
All right. Excuse me. So I made a boo boo. I did a round 2 ahead of time. So if this is round 4, then I apologize. That damage you guys already took. You would take more, but you're not going to take any more this round because you would have taken that this round.
So I get mine back? Since
You
I'm
get
outside?
it back. No. Oh, well.
Me and BD Finsler?
Yeah, so we're perfectly
Fine, you buttholes.
Ha! Rules lawyer. Law.
Fine, take that back.
Cody, you need to learn the hiding the sausage being made because we wouldn't have known.
Well, I mean, it's not that I just want to be upfront. I mean, I made a boo boo, and I think that because I didn't feel right giving you more damage, and that's what you need to be taking this round. So I just wanted to stand corrected. That's all. Let you know that
I need you to stand up for me then because you're sitting.
I'm not gonna stand up for nobody.
Are you going to put the top half of your head in the camera? Yep, that's right.
There's just no good space, man. Is that
I mean,
better?
there's a perfectly good space, and you're picking everyone that is not that.
Like, damn it, you guys. Are
You
just...
had a multiple choice question. The answer is
do I
two,
have
and you
to
picked
deal with
A, B,
another
and
year
D.
of this?
There was
Yes.
a multiple choice question, and he wrote, I don't know, across all the bubbles.
Entered yes.
Yeah, I just
He was like, true. And they were like, what?
yeah, I just put a number. 5. Yeah, I put soup. But yeah, so you guys get your dang old shit back. Prashta.
I would like to analyze the room and the knocked over pews and see if there's a way I can kind of craft a slower path or to like just get things to stop the progress of the flame by like feeding it a certain direction or getting the quicker burning things out of the way so it doesn't.
What are you trying to do?
Use my crafting skill to like adjust how the fire is going to move through.
So how would your crafting skill help you?
By feeding it in a certain direction, like by moving some of the pews versus, or maybe it's just a straight up intelligence check or.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you roll a crafting check. I have a DC in my head to kind of figure out because obviously the biggest factors are those desks that are there.
Yeah.
Actually, the fire would have spread. We'll spread that, but
Thank God you have crafting fire extinguisher.
yeah, I mean, honestly, if you want to move things out of the way, I really don't think crafting is going to help you at all. I think you physically just want to move shit out of the way. Like all this fucking thing right here. This is all on fire.
That's probably all right. So that probably won't do much then.
Oh, and Kurz, look how close it is to you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out.
Okay, cool, great. I almost said prick, but pick.
Yep, that's not a coincidence, by the way.
Oh. So what's our little goblin friend gonna do?
Little goblin friend is going to try and pick up on what Prashta was doing and try and move some of the benches out of sort of further away from the fire so that it doesn't chew through them quicker than it would just spread across the floor.
Okay. It means you'd probably you want to try to go up like towards the middle area.
Yeah. Well, I'll take one action to do that.
Yeah, you can get up to a bench in an action, and I'll say you can spend an action moving two of these benches like away from the fire.
Can I make a check for that, or is this just does that just happen? 'Cause I've got.
I mean, let's say make a strength check. They're pretty
Athletics?
Athletics, yes.
Yay! I like that one.
Yeah.
Oh, damn!
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I'll say you can move 2 benches with that one action because you did roll a natural 20, and you still have another action to try to do another one.
Can I do it again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Roll another 20.
Ooh, this is pretty good though. Yeah, oh yeah, you managed to get 3 of these like benches out of the way. You kind of like, you summon some adrenaline. You're just like, and you just toss move them aside, and yeah, you move them back further to the back, and that's going to be less, flammable stuff for the fire if it reaches that far. Cool, great. So, Kurz. You got the fire kiss in your face.
Yeah, it's gonna take my Midwestern dad mustache right off my face.
If you don't move.
So I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle as best I can. Just out of curiosity, how are you guys doing the thing where you check to see how far a thing is?
There, you see the magnifying glass on the sidebar over here, where you get the
Gotcha.
rolling dice.
On the left-hand side?
Yeah, left-hand side.
Yep.
Right
The one
underneath
with
it.
the circle with the ruler in it.
Yep, the Q.
Gotcha.
Right underneath it.
All right. And
And then if you hit the Q button, it'll let you change
Yep.
direction.
Woo! Look at you go.
what? Is that me doing that? Who's
Yeah.
doing
That's
that.
me.
Oh, no, that was.
I was about to say. All right, so it'll take me 3 actions to leave this building. So I'm going to use all of my actions to just get out.
Okay. All right, you're getting out of town hall. BD Finsler.
How's the line coming along?
Oh yeah, so you did start it. We'll start on your turn. Then I like that. So since we did remove it by a round, that you see that they're now starting to pump water. Now I mean they moved right quickly because of Jaren Dex, and they're just like hup 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 hup. You see that the first bucket of water is making it
Down the line.
down the line and being able to put out the fire. So you feeling pretty confident that soon there's going to be a constant stream of water coming your way.
All right. I guess best thing I can do, like the bucket hasn't reached me yet. No.
No. You think by the speed of it, it'll probably reach you. It'll probably reach the fire next round.
Okay. Well, can I diplomacy them into speeding it up?
Well, you better do a good roll.
I'll try my best. But basically, I'll just be like, arson is a class 1 felony against the city of Breachill. If you desire to see the wrongdoers dealt with, you will make sure this town hall lasts and stands in one piece by the end of tonight. Damn. I mean, maybe.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you move them enough. It's a decent check. Yeah, I will just say that they hustle, and like I said, I mean, there really wasn't any need for you to do any more, but you see the little pep in their step and maybe a little fear.
Ooh,
The law.
the law. It's going to get them. They're going to be aiding and abetting criminals.
Yeah.
Tisk, tisk. I'm going to... Because that's like, what, one action?
Yeah, that's just one action.
There's really nothing else I can do other than just kind of like take the line inside. So if I'm like here, move here at the end of the line, I guess.
Okay. Yep. Cool. Jaren. Yeah. I mean, really, I mean the water's coming. I mean, the only thing. I mean, is it really? I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to try to interact with the fire or wait?
So, you tell me what to roll, but my first action is going to be: should we drop the buckets and just push it into the river? It's right there. Come on, let's go.
Wait, what?
I mean,
Just
the river's
push
right
the
through the
whole-
middle of town. That's what I'm saying, according to this handout you gave us.
Yeah, you want to what? Push?
No, it's kind of like a joke, right?
Push the town hall into the
Oh,
river.
Yeah, like I'm telling them they either need to go faster or drop the buckets and push it into the river to put it out.
Oh
right?
yeah. Give me a performance check because this is like a joke, right?
Sure.
Yeah, try
And
to tell a little.
that's as good as any other skill I've got. But whatever.
So not only are they inspired, they're intimidated,
A 13.
and now they're kind of...
Yeah, no. I mean, they're working their butts off, and they kind of look at it because me and Uncle Tony's like, hey, we're working over here. What are you doing?
As my second action, I would like to use society to inform them that they're disappointing the town savior, whatever his name is, whose statue is in the middle. Leoman, whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So there's my society.
Yeah,
Not even as good.
no, me and Uncle Tony's just like, hey, fuck off. We're doing our jobs here. We're doing. We're the heroes right now.
And then I'm going
Damn.
to pickpocket Mean Tony.
Okay, give me a slide. What is it? Thievery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 10.
He just slaps you. You damn youngins!
like I tried to monkey steals the peach him. You know what I mean? Like pop it right in the nuts.
Nah, it doesn't work.
And I'm like, get to work, Tony. Damn.
Me and Uncle Tony is quick.
Oh shit.
He's
Spry.
mean. He's an uncle, and he's Tony, but he's not. He's not an old man. Now it is the fire's turn.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna spread some more because that's what it does. But since it's actually, hold on. I did make a little. Let's see here. I did make a little bit of a boo boo.
Oh
way the
no, go.
The way the fire spreads, it only spreads 10 feet when it's on like items like that. But here, it's only gonna it's gonna only spread 5 out. So it's actually gonna just a boop. So it's actually spreads a little slower. So coming off of this area. All right. All right, and
Tony, if you'd spend less time talking and more time passing water, this fire'd be out.
yeah, it's good enough for me. All right. Yes. So that means it's Prashta's turn. Actually,
Who is muted again?
Prashta. Always mooted.
Sorry, I'm a little sick. Go ahead and take the next turn. I'll pop in a second.
So,
He said
what
take
is-
the next turn. He'd pop in a second.
Okay, we'll move you. He's holding. Pick.
Okay, Doug. The fire's not very close to me, is it?
No, it's still pretty far off.
Okay. Well, with no other ideas, I'm going to keep moving some furniture.
Okay, yeah, I mean it worked pretty well for you last time. The area, and since you cleared it away, is no longer difficult terrain, so we'll just yeah. So if you want to do what the ones in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, sure, go ahead. Give me athletics. Ooh, yeah, you're pretty tired from the last bit of benches,
Ooh.
and yeah, So I mean, you can try again.
No, I think I'd like to leave the building.
Okay, fair enough. Where are you at? You're right there. So let's take a gander ski and see. What is your movement? 30?
25.
25? All right, so you can get right to the. You can get out of the building.
Awesome. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you can get right. I'll put you right there behind Prashta. All right, Kurz. It is your turn.
All right. And so is just to kind of make sure I understand what's going on. Is any of the water making it to the fire yet?
I will
Started
say
bucketing?
you see that the first bucket is going to be hitting the water soon.
Okay. So then would I be able to use telekinetic projectile to essentially toss the water to the bucket so nobody has to get too close to it?
What does the actual text of that say?
That is, I've got it up right now. You hurl a loose, unattended object that is within range and that has 1 bulk or less at the target. Make a spell attack against the target.
Oh, shit. Now
Do you
I
think
gotta-
that applies, or is that a little bit too loose of an interpretation of the rules?
No, I mean, it'll apply if... fuck it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I like it. I'm ruling that here.
I like the idea of him just yanking it out of somebody's hand and passing it down the line. He
Go
just goes,
ahead and,
"Whoop!"
as the youth say, yeet that bucket.
All right,
It got
do I need to
yoted.
roll?
Well, what does the thingy say?
It's an
It
attack
says,
roll.
Yeah.
cast an attack. Okay.
I mean, yeah, go for it. I mean, it's a pretty fucking easy AC to beat. So
Gotcha. So just
I mean, it's
casting that now.
let's see, roll a 1.
Well, I mean, he didn't even
And-
roll.
Oh, that didn't work.
No,
Wait, what am I? Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. What am I supposed to be clicking to actually cast this?
I mean, you should be able to add your. Just go ahead and make your attack roll.
I'm sorry. I'm still just trying to
Hey, it's fine, man. We're still learning here.
get used to.
Pathfinder.
Well, it's also just roll 20. I'm not used to.
Yeah, just roll. You can just roll d20 and add your modifier.
All right, let me go ahead and roll that. Roll 20.
12. I mean, with that, you still get it either way. So we're not going to worry about it. It's a 12.
Gotcha.
Is fine.
So he kind of brings his bongo, jumps around the front, and kind of pats out a basic rhythm and says, "Without rain, snow, or sleet, I'll use man-drawn water, and with this I yeet," and tosses the water into the fire.
Perfect. Great. And what is the distant range on that?
30 feet.
How much?
30 feet.
Okay, you're gonna have to do some sweet movement, my friend. So,
Gotcha.
let's see. Make sure we, right there. So that's 10. So your movement is 25.
It's 20.
20. Okay, so that's so you can get there. That's one action. And let's see. Oops. What am I fucking doing? I was in the wrong one. You can get there. I'm not sure you actually have the.
Is that too far away? I keep underestimating how huge this room is.
Ooh, yeah. It's gonna take you 3 actions to get in range.
I mean, do you move at 25 or 20?
Per my character sheet, 20.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, bro. You're not. You can get it next turn.
All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just dip my toe into that. I don't want to get too close, so I'm gonna just get.
I mean, I would say you can just do another. You can step 5 foot, and then well, yeah. I would say that you'll be perfectly in range there.
Yep.
But however, you can save that for the next bucket.
Yep.
Because the first bucket actually makes its way, and it gets onto the fire. So let's get rid of. Let's see. And yep, we're gonna get rid of this here. I have to redraw some stuff. Do a little redraw. All right, so the fire. Oh god, I went freehand. Why would I do that? All right, so it only got, I got a big chunk right up here, so it's definitely making a difference. So you guys are on your way doing that. Let me make sure here. Let's see. Okay, so now each of you can get a bucket on your turn.
All right.
So the first bucket made its way. I'll just say that from now, each of you get a bucket on your turn. So BD Finsler, you got a bucket now.
All right. So
you can.
I can make it this far in 2 movements. And I have a. What's up?
Oh no, go ahead.
I have a bucket, so can I like chuck it?
Yeah.
Or
you can give it. Give it a nice throw.
Okay, so there's a range attack.
Yeah, it's range attack.
All right, and how much like space does it cover?
10.
Can I do a range attack? How do you do a range attack?
Whatever you're.
What is it? That's a simple weapon. I don't know how this works. So I guess it'd be just +3 if it's a simple weapon that I'm throwing.
Yeah, that's fine by me, dude.
Okay.
It's a very low DC.
All right, whatever. So +4 to this roll. I'm gonna say. There we go.
Oh yeah, you toss the water.
I just go. Huh!
And you get rid of this.
Nice.
Perfect. Prashta, if you're ready.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a bucket. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 25, 30, and then I'll go ahead and roll 1d20 plus 2 and throw a bucket.
Yeah, that'll do. All right. And all right. So we'll just say, we'll do this now. So this will make it fun. 20. Let's just do 10-foot area. I'll make sure I'm getting this right. So 10. 10 feet is what is this? Is it a square? 4 squares. Am I correct on that?
5 foot. Each square is 5
Yes.
foot, so if it's 10 feet by 10 feet, it'd be 4 squares.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's that. You got that bit. I was gonna do that, so I don't have to redraw shit. Cool. So no, that's no longer on.
Black. Thing. Okay.
That's you like that?
Sure.
I bet. No, we're not gonna do that. That's fine. It's fine for now. All right. So, Jaren, it is your turn.
I am going to run through the streets demanding that the townsfolk come out and help put the fire out.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to see that there's more people making the bucket brigade, basically able to supply you guys with buckets no matter where you are.
Okay, well, that's all I do.
Oh,
Trying to
you
get
know,
more people is more important than me throwing one bucket.
Yeah, if we can get more people into the building.
okay, so I mean, with that, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rule that eventually you guys are able to get the fire.
Yeah, we're ahead of it. It's not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to stop it from spreading any more than it did in its centralized area. There is definitely some damage to the town hall, but the town hall stands. Nobody died.
Hey, that's a win.
That
Look
is
at
a
us.
win.
Heroes.
That is a dang old win. And
I put my arm around BD Finzo and I'm like, you know what this town needs? A department of fighting fires.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense. Perhaps I could also inspect to make sure that fire codes are up to date.
Well, I mean, they'd have to make codes first.
Well, I mean, technically, in previous legislature, there have been laws set to, do fire codes properly, but there hasn't been a fire department. You see, it's a very long and arduous journey. If you want to go to the archives, I can take you there. I do not mind.
I also had a great idea earlier about a sanitation department that just
Sanitation,
walks around and
that's-
kills rats.
That is a genius idea, I do say.
We got all these
Yes.
big, huge wells, like big, huge wells behind this building. Imagine if they had just like a pipe or a ramp to where the water would just pour down on top of the building.
Yeah, genius idea. I say, you should take this to town hall one day. I will gladly represent you.
I think next month we'll go petition heroes to build this.
Sure thing. I like the idea.
Well, maybe if the buildings were made of stone, you might not have all these issues with fire.
Ah, that's also an idea.
Yeah, but you can't make roofs out of stone. Like,
I would beg to differ.
Yeah, but
do you
you'd have
know
to
who
have
you're
arches.
speaking to?
I
Stone is in
kind
my
of pull into
name.
my crafting knowledge, and I'm like, but you would need arches. And
Do I need to
arches are
dip into my
expensive.
dwarven lore?
Well, I say we take it one step at a time.
yeah, and as you guys are kind of talking about, fire safety codes and arches and stone,
And all this fun Pathfinder stuff.
Greta looks around. She's like hugging townspeople next to her, while others are wearily clap her on the back. Then everyone's like congratulating themselves and congratulating you guys. And she turns to you guys. She's like, "What manner of madness just happened? This can be no accident. Did anyone see anything?" One of the guards who was stationed outside, and he was one of the first people besides the council to help with the chain.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I look at BD Finzler and I go, I'm going to need someone to represent me when I sue the city. Because, see, I attended what should have been a very safe city event where I was attacked by a fire method and nearly had my head bitten off. Then I had to fight the fire myself.
I see.
Cody, what would Prosper know about Mephit?
Well, go ahead and give me a check here. Shit. Oh my God, let me make sure.
You went, okay, well, that's fun legal talk. But anyway, what about this method?
Well, there was a big fire guy. I hit him in the head with a rock.
Yeah. So the fire method, you know that it is an elemental.
Is that a
crit? So
that was a 13.
Wow.
How are we measuring knowledge checks in 2E, James?
So it's based on the level DC, right? So like a creature 1 would be DC 15.
Okay, so that's
So
not
creature -1 would be a DC Or a creature 0 would be a 14, and a -1
Okay,
would
that
be
makes
a.
sense. Yeah, so it's not a crit, but it's you do know that this is a fire elemental, and you would know that here. Let me see here that they it maybe had to have been summoned, right?
Mhm.
Well, that is very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Means it wasn't naturally here of its own.
No, they're definitely not the kind of the creatures who just do that. They're definitely usually bound to something. But yeah,
This is clearly foul play. This was an attack. Why would who would attack the town?
yeah, and she's like, and the guard steps forward, and he's like, I agree. The the clerk saw everything. It was Calmont, that cat of a bookseller's apprentice. He lit the fires in the halls next to the chamber. He also set that fire monster loose on the crowd.
Isn't he the one that came in and yelled fire with the ink hands?
No, that was the clerk.
So how did you hear about this information?
The clerk, he came up to me, and he let me know. And when Greta said, if anyone knew anything, I had to, of course, step forward. I was going to step forward anyway, but and another guard shouts, "Indeed!" And witnesses outside the building saw him run toward Hellknight Hill.
Hellknight Hill.
A surprised and worried wave ripples through the crowd as this information, including Warble's distinct voice, "The Citadel, my Brumble Brashers!" Greta raises her hand authoritatively, and the crowd begins to calm. Friends, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Of course, I want everyone to understand that all of these words are just hearsay and might not mean anything to the case at hand. But anyway, let us continue.
Mr. Finsler, as it turns out, we can't do this alone. And she looks like to all of you guys, you were all instrumental in saving the town hall and destroying that creature. If I could hire your services as heroes, perhaps you would be willing to investigate Hellknight Hill and see if this Calmont is in fact the one that we're looking for. And of course, it would tie in directly to Warble's request anyway.
Yes.
You will be paid, of course.
Well, I can't say I was.
When a friend asks for help, you help them. So I feel like I personally don't have any reason to say no here.
Of course, great.
I can't say I was planning on diving to the heroism business, but I need to get to the bottom of this mystery.
It's a
tickling my funny bone.
Someone with your intellect and knowledge in law would be.
That is humorous.
She's like, and taking initiative and taking charge, I'm gonna give you guys, for your journey to Hellknight Hill, some reward for saving the town hall and destroying the nasty little creature, and making sure no one died. And then what she's gonna give you guys are 2 minor healing potions for the party. And of course, you are going to also get a lesser antidote and lesser anti-plague.
Do we have a party treasurer?
Ooh, who wants to take the party treasure?
Shut up.
I guess it's me. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so 2 minor healings.
Is there notes?
Yeah, under details. There's a campaign notes.
So 2 minor healing potions.
Huh?
Lesser anti-plague.
And antidote.
Lesser antidote. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, and she's going to give each of you 50 silver pieces.
Ooh. Can we write that down on our own character sheets?
Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
50 silver. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And she says, I will offer you all 10 gold pieces, of course, for doing the job for Warble Bumble Brasher, and 10 additional for tracking down Calmont. But under the circumstances that he comes back alive for questioning, he needs to answer to his crimes and tried in court.
Of course.
And we, of course, would definitely require your services for that, Mr. Fiddler.
Of course, I would love to.
So just to make sure that we're all on the same page here, when you say you all get 10 plus 10, is that you each, or
Yes.
is that collectively?
No, that's 10 for all of you, each.
Okay, I was about to say you're talking in circles right now. And,
Sorry, it's been. If you do both,
we're all frazzled.
yeah,
It's all
yeah.
good.
Oh, it's a big fire. This is gonna take some time to fix. Oh boy.
Can I approach BD Fizzler?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hello. Hello. This really hurts. Can you do the same thing as you did for the other one, please?
Oh, right.
I might be able to just bandage that up.
Ooh, yes, please.
What, with like healing or something? Like,
Medicine.
Yeah.
Medicine skill.
If he doesn't fail that 15 check.
Oof! I need an 11 or higher, boys.
Ooh,
I didn't
you
get it.
All right, he can't do it for another hour.
I mean, how much are you hurt for?
I'm on 8 hit points.
Don't you?
Oh.
Why can't you just lay on hands?
He just tells you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Hot damn.
Oh
You're
yeah,
right.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
yeah.
Or just
Well,
heal
yeah.
yourself for 6 and then refocus.
For 10
Who else
minutes.
is hurt?
I would like to do that, please.
Yeah.
Totally forgot I could do that.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
Champions have really good healing with lay on hands.
Lay on hands is cool.
Yes,
Just
figure out your own problems, goblin. No, I'm not racist.
Oh,
Oh, one.
do you have your sheet up?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I should be able to click lay on hands. Oh, you already did. Ha ha ha.
Just did, and I think I got a 1.
Yeah. It takes 10 minutes to refocus.
That's only if he does it on that. If you use lay on hands on a willing, you restore 6 hit points flat. If you read it.
He's considered
hold
his
on.
own ally.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you get 6 flat.
Awesome, cool.
So yeah, I would say within enough time you'll be able to refocus and get 10 more. I mean,
Okay,
6
okay.
more. 6 more. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that should be fine. All right, so just go ahead and probably what does that take you up to full?
I mean, unless we're leaving today, like.
I mean,
I
this
can
happened
finish.
at noon. I can't imagine we're not going to leave today.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah.
How far away is the Citadel?
It's a couple miles outside town.
Yeah, there's no.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like a trek.
No, it's the Hellknight Hill is it's a pretty big.
It's literally
but-
right across the road from town hall. I don't know why we're freaking out about
right
it.
there. I can see it right now.
We could just all go. Yeah.
We'll just go there for lunch. It's fine.
Yeah, there's a
We're
great
even at
restaurant.
calamine lotion right now, and I don't even know why we're fretting.
Yeah. So, and she's like, just remember, Calmont comes back alive.
Of course.
If he is dead, then I cannot say that contract was fulfilled.
Of course.
Yes, you.
No disintegrations.
We've seen what happens. But yeah, Warble comes up to you guys and says, "Please, let me accompany you to at least to the outside of Hellknight Hill. I need to be there when my Brumble Brashers are found."
Sure.
I have no problem. I have no problem with that.
I won't be a
Grab,
hindrance. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Pick grabs Warble's hand and starts to drag her along.
Of course, yes. We must make haste. My Bumble Brashers. Who knows what could be happening to them? And
Let's head out.
yeah. No, here's the thing. I'll let you guys decide if you want to continue on to the Hellknight Hill, or you want to wait till next weekend.
I mean, it is
a bit
15
late
after,
here.
give or take.
Yeah. So let's call it there.
All right.
I think that was a first successful good episode. That encounter is a little weird, but yeah, it was fun. What did you get? You guys enjoy that?
Yeah, it was
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
We did it.
Yes, we
Session
did do it.
0.
Session 0 was a success.
Look at
More
us.
like 0.5.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
point.
I mean, honestly, your character's already built. You guys gave a pretty good background of your characters.
So do we level up?
No, you do
So
not.
we leveled up.
Yeah, you're level 20 now.
Ah, yes. Okay. Let me
Yeah.
just do that real fast. I already have it set up. You know, I
was
was,
a couple. You probably get like a feat, maybe another spell.
I was ready for session 70, so I'm already. Yeah. I got it.
So thank you everyone who has joined us for tonight. We will be back. This, of course, next Saturday. Normally,
And Marcy killed it.
What did I do?
You turned your camera off, Marcy.
I turned my camera off. I didn't mean to.
well, whatever. I'm plugging.
Whatever.
But typically we do Scarred Lands on Sundays. But if you do follow our Scarred Lands campaign, which is a third-party D&D 5th edition campaign setting from our best friends at Onyx Path Publishing, that is not going to be happening tomorrow due to the holidays, but we will return next Sunday. So please join in for that at 12 Central Standard Time right here on Roll Twitch. And of course, again, yeah, Age of Ashes will be here same time, 9 Central Standard next week. And then starting Friday will be our Fall of Plaguestone, which is our other 2nd edition Pathfinder game, which I will be running. And yeah, that could be the final episode. So definitely tune in for that next Friday, not the coming one, but that is that everything? Did I plug all of our games there, James?
Seems like it.
right.
I would like to give thanks to Jason Bowman for all of his work in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and to Amanda Hamon, who wrote Hellknight Hill, which we're currently running. We haven't used them yet, but we do have special maps for this that were made by a user on the Paizo forums, Fumroli, who has given me express permission to use them on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, we'd like to thank Roll20 for sponsoring this, because that's how we roll.
So roll. Is there anybody who would like to plug anything of theirs? I know, Steven, you have something or other.
Yeah, so as I mentioned at the very, very top of this, I am developing a D10-based tabletop RPG based around the being in the Italian mafia around just post-World War II in the United States. It is something that I'm putting a lot of updates in whenever I can, really. And we have a Discord. You can find all of that at my Twitter handle at Kosa TTRPG. That's KOSA TTRPG. And I'd love to see some people checking out the game.
I definitely think it's a really cool concept, and definitely hit Steven up on Twitter and find out some sweet deets on that. Anybody else have anything that you want to plug? Dan, you want to plug your next play?
Well, I don't. I mean, if you're in Norfolk, come see Dickens Christmas Town. Other than that, follow me on Twitter at Dan Doswag. I post funny things, debatably, but I think they're funny.
I like them sometimes.
Hey, thank you. True fan.
I am. I'm your biggest fan.
Beer flu shots. That's my plug.
Shots.
Yes.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We at Roll the Roll are ready to log off and log out and enjoy some Christmas festivities.
And Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
And
Hanukkah.
Festivus, whatever you candle nights, whatever you
winter
celebrate,
solstice.
whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a great fucking time.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you for joining us, people. You're all lovely. Bye.
Good night.